Oh, I love VitoTube. Boop. There we go. That was the most beautiful reveal anyone's ever seen. Hi. Welcome, chat room, to another Thursday. Thursday would have been even better, but you know, it was an accident. The Thursday branding, whichever one I say in the moment. Wow, that dog's very enthusiastic. That's just gonna be part of our ambiance today, this week. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I'm envisioning a very small animal. Anyway, this week, I want to shoot bullets at robots. That's where I am right now, in my life. And no one is able to stop me. No one can even hinder me. When it's time for me to get into the robots, I get into them. And I hope you can respect that, chat room. And there's really not much else to say on the matter, so why don't we hop right on over. Today on are we getting game capture? Titanfall. Do I have to capture the screen? There we go. Anyway, today we're doing something special. I previously when I played this game, I always queued up for what I thought would just match me with whatever other game modes would be available. And I was always got put into attrition. That's the game mode I know how to play in this game. And I was like, I guess no one's playing the other game modes. This has turned out to be a lie. V's revealed the falseness of this thought to me. And so there's just most of the ways you can play this game, turns out I'm just really bad at. I'm really good at attrition. And anything else, ass. Absolute ass. I'm terrible at it. So today, my mission is to play the other game modes and maybe learn about how to play them. Let's take a look-see at what those game modes are. So I'm going to be clicking this mixtape. Yeah, so I click play MP is what I do, right? And this will search for matches of attrition, bounty hunt, blah blah blah. It'll search for all of these things, and you pretty much always get attrition from this. Like, you always get attrition from this. Like, I never get anything else. Maybe occasionally I will, but you usually just get attrition. But mixtape is what V's plays, and this gets you other shit. According to, I mean, I played a little bit with V's. Maybe last time, maybe the time before. And we got other game modes. So let's look at what game modes are. Attrition is what I know. You kill enemies for points. There are minions to kill. They give you less points, but it's good. Dying resets your mech charge, so you don't want to do it. Bounty hunt is something that I poorly understand. But when you kill people, you get money, and then when people kill you, they get the money you have, and then you can turn it in to score. But only at certain times. My understanding of bounty hunt is so weak and frail. Capture hold a hard point. So this is point capture. It's hard point is their capture point. I don't know why it's amped. I guess there are special ones that are good. This is Titan deathmatch. And then if you die, you die. And capture the flag is really, I don't have to explain it. It's capture the flag. You play capture the flag? You've played capture the flag. Let's see if anyone's playing right now. If they're not, I'm gonna have to pivot, and that'll be funny. We'll have to do it again. You know, these are things I should check. Maybe before planning a stream, and maybe before booting it up, but I never will. We're gonna raw dog this. That's the attrition symbol. You animals. Oh no, come on. Let's see. I want to play Titanfall. Why? It's just multiplayer games. Do you know about these guys? Let's see. If this doesn't work, what should the pivot be? It's so early for me to be talking about this, but I've been burned before. If this doesn't work... Oh, I should undeafen in case someone arrives. No one is here yet. But I would be a poor host if my poor co-hosts arrived upon me and I just couldn't hear them. What's the vibe today? I mean, Strive is the first thing that comes to mind because I like that game. Yes, this is content. I love this. I love this. This is excellent radio. I could tell a story. I think, chat room, you consist of 0 people right now, which is fine. But I could just start talking to you anyway, just in case that isn't the case. If you are there, thank you for coming. I was less annoying about Throwdown Thursday this week, which did result in probably some people not realizing that it's time to start, as it goes. I don't know anything about myself. I could talk through about games that I'm interested in running for tabletop streams. Let's see. I have various rule books strewn about my desk. I'm not going to run Die. I could actually... Fiasco might be a good one, now that I think about it. That could be a good opener. That's a really good one-shot game. I haven't read all the rules. I'm sort of excited by what I've read. But I don't know yet. It'd certainly be interesting to try. Fiasco is a GM-less game about a heist or caper that is just a bad idea and is guaranteed to fail. Like, it's just the story of a bunch of people who really want or really need something, throwing everything they have at the wall to get it, and probably, no, definitely not getting it, and probably ruining their lives in the process. It's a very juicy game. It's very fun. I've heard modified versions of it played that I've really enjoyed, but I have never played it myself, which is exciting to me. Most of the games I'll be running I've never played myself, because my regular players that I run games for are sort of tied up in campaigns that I'm running for them, which is why I'm interested in doing the tabletop streams. Just to sort of work through my library, which is, at this point, quite large. I have a lot of tabletop games accrued, and the vast majority of them I've never even touched play-wise. I've read most of them, but played them, no. If I wanted to run a more complicated game than Fiasco is designed to be a one-session thing. You cannot take it longer. Like, by the end of the night, or whatever you're playing it, the story is over. The characters are done. You did it. But with a lot of other games, they're designed to be returned to over and over again, which means for one-shots you have to take special considerations. So if I wanted to run like a Beam Saber, or Blades in the Dark, or an Armorous Stir, what I would probably consider doing is either prep with the players ahead of time so they can make their characters, or make pre-mades that they could choose between. And I'd have to talk to my players about which ones they prefer, and I don't have any players lined up yet, but I'd want to have characters, one way or another, ready and rolled up before we start broadcasting. I'd like to include a lot of like the boundary setting in the broadcast, just because I think that stuff is cool to show people, but also if it's something that people are uncomfortable with, then that can be behind the scenes. And the goal is, I have run a really clean one-shot in the past, like one-shot adventures, several. But in my campaign games, I'm very bad at concluding stories rapidly, because with the extra space, it just sort of spreads out. And I really want to practice getting those, like, one-and-dones, you know? Seeing how short I can make it. And, like, games like the Blades in the Dark systems are very good for that sort of thing. Because they're very much like, you can do anything you put your mind to as long as you're willing to take the risk and spend the resources. And if you don't have to come back to the character, you can get some ballsy play out of your player characters. You can get some truly, like, revved up, complete gaming. And it can be really spectacular. If I turn off attrition, can I find something in this? Anything but attrition. Man, hold on. I turned off attrition. Oh, I think we encountered this last time with V's. This is why I haven't done this. It's because people are only playing attrition. This would make me sad. This is why, kids, this is why you test your stream ideas before you go on the air. This has happened to me before. It's happened to my friends before. It's happened to me twice now. It's the second time this has happened to me. And it's really no one to blame but myself. Oh, 9 minutes. Can you stand 9 minutes? 7 minutes of tabletop talk? Oh, timer's gone. So, I don't know how to explain the rules to no one. Oh, we're in. We're in a game mode that's not attrition. Let's go. All right. Okay. I don't have to pivot. I don't have to chat to know about tabletop games I'm planning. Instead, I can... Oh my god, I'm playing fucking North Star. I'm gonna get killed. Oh, I don't have to play North Star, but I will, probably. I feel like Monarch is a terrible call. It's gotta be North Star. I'm just the when it comes to killing Titans, North Star is my best pick.
It is good to have you back.
I'm just not. Everyone else, I take too much risk. Oh, the game's loud. Hold on, let me turn it down.
Destroy all enemy Titans.
Settings and audio. Let's get that down there. That's better.
Friendly Titan attacking your target.
Oh, we got one. That's good. Electric smoke is dangerous. This guy's doomed, but he's not dead. Oh, you can eject? I didn't know that. Oh. Ah!
Enemy pilot attacking.
Where's the pilot? Oh, we got him! Never mind. Nice. Ah, nice execute. Do I go for Ronin? What have I got? I've got nuke eject on him too. We could probably use... Gotta stick to it. Gotta stick to it. We have a pretty broad spread. Double North Star is gonna work out for us. I can feel it. Okay, that North Star's going this way. I'll go this way. Fuck. Crap. My aim's off. Oh, this dude's gonna get cracked.
Friendly Titan attacking your target. A friendly pilot has ejected.
I don't like ejecting. I don't like when the friendly pilots eject. Because we need those Titans. Oh god, our Ronin's gonna die too. Hey dude. Okay, no, their mechs are dying, are dropping like fucking flies, but they only got one left. Where is it? Scorch? Over here? Or is, no, that's our Scorch. Mech game, yeah! Hi Bungo! How's it going? How are you all doing? Are you all having a good day? Perish. Oh, he's dead. Oh, Wadida.
Target destroyed. Precise shooting pilot.
Halftime.
We doing good? Streamed Wind Waker earlier and just got back from yummy food. That's always great. What kind of food did you get? I could pick up a Legion. Let's get a double Legion now.
I predict
Double Scorch, Indecisive.
destroy all enemy titans.
Nope. Hold on. It's G. G is what I'm looking for. Got to be in long range mode. That's where it's at when we're fighting mechs. Two. I am being engaged by multiple Titans. Astute observation Legion. Oh. Can I goose him? No. I hate the lightning ones. Where's the pilot? I want to get him. Frankly, ejecting just seems like the wrong move in this game mode. But, you know. I wouldn't call this damage excessive, Legion. I'm glad you're worried, though.
We have routed the enemy.
Oh,
Well done.
wow. They got fucked up. I barely did that. I wonder if my alerts are working. I got 0. 0 mech kills. You see, this is how you know I'm an attrition gamer. I'm used to using my mechs to rack up points by just murdering human people. I'm not used to just the mecha brawling. I'm bad at it. I've always been bad at it. I can cheese it out with North Star, but that's about it. But yeah, today we are doing every game mode except attrition because I always play attrition. And so I know how to play that one, and I don't know how to play any of the other game modes. So we're seeing what we can learn about the other game modes in this decade-old game that I like. And I'm still always stunned by how short the wait times are. It's telling me, like, it was like 10 minutes, oh, 6 minutes, oh, 5 minutes, and then it's gonna fucking click. Like, in a, you know, a little bit. It'll be a couple minutes probably, but still. It will be a very sad day when I cannot just boot up Titanfall 2, when I cannot find matches in it. But fortunately, that day was not today. I was worried. After the last gigantic stream, I was burned. I was burned by that. Truly tragic. They tried to do a free weekend last weekend. I don't know if that helped them at all. Because there's no, like, content updates for the game. And it's a service game, so it sort of lives and dies by that. And it just hasn't really been updated since launch. It's tragic. I guess they didn't have a roadmap or anything. They were just focused on getting it out the door. You hate to see it. You really do. And yet this game still lives. I wonder what the difference is. It's just the player base for this one is more dedicated. Oh well. That's just the way it goes. Ain't that just the way? If Gigantic can pull through, I'll be very happy. But I can't count on it. I can't count on it, and that makes me sad. There was a time in my life where I wanted to, like, make multiplayer games, and that time is long behind me now. It seems like a nightmare to do. It's just like, if you have to get any more than 2 players matched together, you're fucked. Is that
Twitch streamer Rock of Doom?
Is that a twitch.tv/Gwentendo? Hello, Gwen, and welcome to the stream.
Hello. I wish I was on Gwen on Twitch more often.
Yeah, Well, your wish has become true because you chose to be on Twitch. Good job.
You know what I meant.
How have you been doing, Gwen?
Oh, I'd like to say I've been doing good.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that one. I felt that one.
No. Yeah, no.
There's a funny dog on the stream. How's this possible?
It's impossible.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to go too much into it right now.
That's
but
fine. I respect that.
I had a gym membership like 3+ years ago.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
They directed me to cancel via email.
Mm-hmm.
Did that with my old college email account.
Mm-hmm.
Got a call from a collections agency today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to deal with this.
That's stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, my best hope is I dispute it and I get not to pay shit and it falls off my, credit report.
Yeah.
Or I, send a pay to delete request,
Mm-hmm.
which will accomplish the same thing, but I pay a little bit, or the entire loan.
Mm-hmm.
Or not loan, but the entire, amount.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm fucked. Considering the low amount that is owed,
Mm-hmm.
and how long it's been around, I'm gonna say option 3 is not likely.
Yeah.
Option 2 is the most likely.
I feel like that's a pretty easy dispute, though. I mean, I'm not a financial expert, but good luck.
I don't have proof, unfortunately. That email is long gone.
Yeah.
Because it was my college email, which I don't have anymore.
Yeah, no, they blew up my college email pretty recently, too.
Yep.
But yeah,
so,
that's how it goes.
Yep, sorry to come into stream and immediately just fucking dump that on you. How's Titanfall?
Titanfall is, it has a pulse. It's not... has a pulse. I am shooting myself in the foot by not playing the most popular game mode. In terms of match times, I probably could be finding matches much faster if I was just queuing for attrition, which is the game mode that I know how to play.
That is fair.
But
I
just haven't played any of the other game modes, and so I'm ass at them. And I'm like, I should play those. Which means that we have time to chat while I'm not getting killed by robots.
I'm looking at the other TF2, the one I like playing.
Yeah.
It has a pulse.
It has a pulse. Well, see, Team Fortress 2 is like the last bastion of the right call of like a large team versus game. In that it's player-based servers, so it will never truly die as long as there are people who want to play it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it can be maintained by its player base independent of its developer. Like,
it's just full of parasites.
Yeah, I mean, it's full of parasites. I've heard some of the nasty issues going around on it, because you get some unique issues in unmoderated servers that are, frankly, often quite upsetting.
Yeah.
But it keeps the game alive. Like, you won't get that sort of thing in Titanfall 2, but one of these days this game's going to disappear. It's going to stop working because they're going to stop paying for the servers, the matchmaking servers, and you're not going to be able to play it. I guess some players did hack their own matchmaking servers, but again, those are going to close eventually too. Because one person is running it, and they had to do a lot of work to get that set up. And the game does not provide you a way to set up your own easily as a part of its software, so it's good. It's just the inevitable doom of all multiplayer games. But it's been going longer than most others, so I can't really complain, rightly. I have my grudge against Apex Legends does slowly grow by the day, despite that being a game that I like to play. But the issue is, I'll try to update that game to play it, and it'll be like, you need 50 more gigs available on your hard drive. And I'm like, I'm not deleting anything for you, bitch. That's not happening. So, please more efficient update sizes. Okay, what? Bounty hunt. Oh god, I don't understand how this shit works. I think you have dollars. If you kill people, you get their dollars, and then you have to turn it in? Okay, I'm killing grunts and specters. Sure. I can do that. I do that all the time normally. I know everything. I know everything, Gwen. I know what I'm doing.
You know everything.
I know everything about what I'm doing and how to do it. Door. Oh! I remember how to swing. Specters? Grunts? Dead people? Oh, we're in the zone. We're the things to kill. Oh, that was I thought that was a thing to stand on, and it wasn't. Oh, I see a person. Woo! There's a person behind me. I'm gonna die. I got killed by bullets. Can you believe it? I saw you. Where are you at? Oh, it's just grunts. I like this gun because it turns people into red clouds.
Yeah.
Yay! Also, you can just shoot at
Yay.
robots with it and it does damage them, unlike most guns.
Unlike most guns.
Because it's missiles. You know about missiles?
Things that blow up.
Yay! Missile
You shoot it.
knowledge!
Yeah.
Haha. Bounty stolen. I love to steal. I've been smashed! No! My dollars! I don't know when or how to turn in my money is the problem. I don't think I can yet. I think I have to wait. And that saddens me.
Sector A is clear.
Oh my god, that person has $200? I have like 20. I might be getting fucked up. Hey, get back here. Oh, my aim is at ass. That's what I get. That's what I get. I've been playing fucking Elden Ring, so I can't aim anymore. Because I've been using my controller and not my mouse and keyboard. I'm not warmed up. I'm not warmed up. I just need to warm up. I'm not bad, I promise.
Pilot, you almost have your target.
I'm not bad, I promise. I got like fucking $6 for that. That's crazy. There's a dude. Oh, bank open. I want that. I want that, right?
$6.
What is going on here? Ooh, give me this.
Impressive move. Finish the job.
Ah! What got? Oh, he just shot me. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't see him. That's my own damn fault. Now $14. No, my money. Shit. Oh, he's going for me. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Hey. Where'd he go? Well, I didn't die, so... Stop. Where is this dude? Am I blind? Yes. Oh, he's above me. Okay. Ah, fuck. Oh, man. I'm not making any money. I'm a bad bounty hunter. But this is to be expected. This is the game mode that I knew I was going to be the worst at.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at it.
Oh, good.
Bonus bank.
Sometimes you're bad at things.
Yeah. But no, how's this possible? We can't allow this. Oh shit, that guy almost landed on me. That would have killed me instantly. Which we don't like.
Can we put Subway Surfers on the bottom half of the stream?
Are you playing Subway Surfers right now?
I refuse to answer that question.
Because I can make a Gwen corner if you want to make a Gwen corner.
I'm not actually playing that. I just thought it'd be funny.
Well, yeah, I don't.
So make this like a TikTok.
Unfortunately, I don't just have like a Subway Surfers video on hand.
And why not?
That's a great question. I'm sorry for my failure to be good at life.
Just do better. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Accurate stomping.
We can only improve.
It's true. It's definitely it's impossible to get worse than you already are.
Oh, sorry. We should choose to try and improve is what I meant.
Oh, thanks for the $50, dude. I appreciate that. He just didn't get out of his mech. Delightful. Hey, you. Oh, he died. We're good. Grunt kill. See, now $85 is what I'm talking about. Robots are very lucrative.
I think that Titanfall mechs Titans
Titans.
so shaped.
They're they're in excellent shape. Very inspirational to me. Take it down from there.
They feel almost like Bullrock shaped in ways.
Balrog?
Bowrock.
Bowrock. I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Little guys from Bionicle turned into ball.
Yeah, block.
Oh, you know, on a second look, they actually look nothing like that.
Gwen loves to tell lies on stream. Hey.
I wasn't intending to lie.
Bitch, who's doing this? You. Die.
You are dominating.
Oh! Nope! No. Die. I win. Oh, there's 2 enemies. Eject! Oh, run away! Run away! Rapidly! I need to protect my money until I'm allowed to put it in the bank. Oh, I have $200! Like the dude I was impressed at earlier. Oh, it turns out it's like the same where you have to kill people and not die. What? Who could have predicted this? Certainly not I. This is a terrible idea what I'm doing. I'm making myself way too visible in like the sky and shit. Window. Thank you. Jesus. Oh, I'm so afraid. I'm just a little guy and I'm really afraid of death. I'm really afraid of a giant robot foot stepping on me and turning me into red! That's a dude. Oh, he died. Because my friend punched him to death. Oh, I would love to turn in my money. Yes.
Oh, there is a dog distantly.
I love that. Give. Please. Shit. Please.
I can't give you my dog, Rock.
No, not the dog. I need to upload money. Oh! I did it! I think I did it. I don't know if I did it. I have no money. I'm hoping that's because I turned it all in. Oh! We're fine. We're fine. I just got scared of a big robot. Everybody gets scared of a big robot from time to time. You can't blame me.
Yay.
Thanks, closed. Okay, we are very much in the lead now, and I feel like I have a better handle on the game mode. Ah! Titan! Oh, that's a big bounty. They could turn this around based on that. So don't let them kill our Titans, I guess. Stop. Oh my god. Let me whiff every shot. Personally, having gift Subway service given me a lot of mileage on my streams. I'm fairly certain Titanfall is why I want a mech army for my 40k tile list. That's fair. This game, I missed out on this game during its main time. It's like a game I was really interested in playing and just didn't have a way of playing at the time. So I didn't get into it until like way after its heyday, which was honestly fine. Ow. Because you can still play it.
Oh shit, Rock, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on here.
Well done. Did you practice that?
No, that was a sight read.
Well done. You've been practicing sight reading then.
Well, no, I just know how to sight read, kind of. I'm not good at it, because I have to, like, figure out timing and finger placement, but I can look at a tab and go, like, oh yeah, I can play that.
Nice. Are we fighting over the same robot? I don't care for that.
What if you wanted to go to Titan, but Fall said robot?
That was so insightful. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome.
What if you wanted to play Titanfall 2, but your co-streamer said Subway Surfers?
Well, I would simply still play Titanfall 2.
More than fair. But what if it was Temple Run?
Temple Run is honestly less tempting. I did my time.
I did my time, but I got out!
Literally.
That's how I feel about Team Fortress 2 these days, which makes me a little sad.
You what?
That's how I feel about Team Fortress 2 these days. I put in my shifts.
Yeah, you feel like you're done?
I feel like I'm done. Sad.
Sad. Tragedy. You blow up.
But I have a brand new series of games that I am going to play forever now, so that's fun.
Oh, what's that?
Pikmin.
Pikmin.
I just wrapped my playthrough of Pikmin 4.
Mm-hmm.
And assuming my PC doesn't explode anytime soon,
Yeah.
I'll try to stream Pikmin 1 and 2 at some point.
Alright.
Hey, turns out your stream is just a Gwen Direct. Sorry.
Gwen's direct. It's okay. I was,
Now, please, look
I spent the first
at
part of my
this.
stream rambling about tabletop games I wanted to run to, I think, actually 0 people. Ow.
We need to fucking play Microscope. Still.
Microscope would be a really good one to run. That's definitely one of the first ones on the blog. Microscope is excellent. It's one of the few games on my list that I have actually played before.
Okay, so if you ever run Microscope and
Yeah.
I'm able to join in, would you mind if I invited my girlfriend as well?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
She's on the Viv.
Yeah. I know.
She's
I know of her. I've just never encountered her in real.
Oh,
time.
she is very sweet, and I love her.
Wow, you like your girlfriend? That's fucked
Yeah.
up. What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Are you gay or something?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yay!
Punch! I love punching people to death. Yay!
Your Titan is ready.
My Titan is ready.
Standing by. Stand by for Titanfall.
I'm overloading. My Titan is ready.
I just really like the getting into Titan animations. They're so fun.
Yeah.
Stop. I see you.
I hope that was some good accompaniment to killing people.
Oh man, why are you blowing up? Ugh. I hate nuclear eject. It's really impolite. Man. I should eject, but I'm not a bitch. This is exactly how I killed someone earlier and I made fun of them for it. Yep. Exactly what happened.
Rock, I don't mean to be mean.
Yeah,
You kind of just, like, invoked the universe on that one.
I did. And it was funny. It was... is anyone...
You tempted that big, beautiful woman that is the universe, and by God, did she deliver.
I didn't even have to tempt the universe. I had to tempt the enemy team. I was walking around with essentially a giant kill me for 50 points sign on my back.
Hey, Stinky, you and the other team are part of the universe.
I don't think so. I'm something else.
You're a rock.
Yeah,
You're
rocks,
literally made of the
rocks
universe.
aren't normal.
Elaborate, please.
I don't think I will. Thank you for asking, though. Can you get out of your pod so I can murder you? Thank you. Smile. Money for me.
Your Titan is almost ready, pilot.
My Titan's almost ready. That's so fun. I love my Titan. Yeah, I'm just doing this point by myself. No one else is bothering me. I'm feeling really moisturized right now. Boink. It's just the thing about Titanfall mechs that are so good is like they're so much smaller than most other mecha. Like they really feel like military hardware rather than action figures in a way that I enjoy. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I also love a good action figure mecha. But like there's a lot I've a bit more love in my heart for a Titanfall style. Like it's a tank with legs just because the legs look doper, you know? The legs were the right decision, design-wise.
Sector B is clear of remnant fleet.
Where's the pilot? So I can kill them before they get into their robot.
Where's the pilot?
We also won, so I don't have to do whatever I'm doing. I think I'll just put some stuff. Who's doing this? Where's their evac route? Oh, we're there. Blow up.
Someone's doing this.
Blow up. Yay! I love to blow things up. We had like 3 legions, so that they were not making it out, unfortunately. I didn't get last!
Yay!
I didn't get last. And with I got only 6 kills, but I made money. I made money. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so things on my list for tabletop games. I can reiterate them now that there's a couple people here and they can hear me. Or I'm not going to make you go back to the VOD. Who am I? Some sort of streamer? Making you watch my content?
Yep.
There's a skirmish game I like called Magna Gothica Malagast. Which is like... a skirmish game is like essentially like a kind of board game where you do tabletop combat, but there's no role playing. It's just battles. It's about 2 necromancers battling to the death with their weird hordes. It's very cool. Very tight system. Might do that at some point. I'm also there's a couple mecha games that I want to run. Shocking everyone. I might want to run a mecha tabletop game that I want to do one-shots in. Namely Beam Saber, which is how familiar are you, Gwen, with the tabletop indie area?
Not very.
Do you know what Blades in the Dark is?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you know about it?
That it exists.
Okay. Blades in the Dark is sort of it's the latest big thing on like big thing as far as indie tabletop games go. Before it was Powered by the Apocalypse, which at this point is quite ubiquitous.
Yeah.
You can't go 2 feet without tripping over a Pubta hack. And Blades in the Dark is very different from Powered by the Apocalypse. And in a similar way, comes with a thing that says, hey, you can hack this as much as you want. And is cool enough that people want to do that. And it has sort of the convergence of those 3 things. Where it's different enough where people are like, okay, why don't I just do Powered by the Apocalypse? 2, you're allowed to hack it. And 3, it's dope. The original Blades in the Dark game... Oh, are we doing more robot rumbles? Last Titan Standing. Oh, do I do Legion? Oh god, I do need... let me get some Scorch in there. We need some area control. Anyway. The original Blades in the Dark is like a sort of like... weird... like, dark fantasy heist game. Think like, have you played Dishonored? The video game Dishonored.
Sorry, what?
Have you played the video game Dishonored?
No.
I mean, one, that's a good video game with like a small caveat that its opening is a little weak just because it forgets to give you an important game mechanic. But once you get into it, it's a really good immersive sim if you're into those. And it's because the part that's cool about it is it's very like dark, weird, like version of Britain. It's a weird game. It's monarchist for some reason, but whatever. Oh, I'm getting cut to pieces. Nobody talk to me. Ow! Okay, Scorch was not it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do jack or shit. But essentially Blades in the Dark is about a bunch of scoundrels outside the law doing heists and shit for personal gain. And it's extremely dope because it pulls this really neat magic trick where if you've played a tabletop game, you've had the moment where you need to do this important thing and it requires a plan. It requires a good plan, because without a good plan, you'll fuck up and die, right? Like the raid on the dungeon, or the final boss, or you wanted to steal something from someone, and you need a plan, and so you and the rest of the players just try to come up with a plan for like 3 hours, and you keep like getting nowhere and like scrapping things. and you're not playing the game for that time. Have you had this before in your experiences with tabletop games while playing Dungeons and Dragons or something?
Not particularly, I don't think.
You're fortunate. That's something I've run into.
I also maybe massively spaced out because I was doing other shit.
That's fair.
I apologize for that.
That's fine.
I was checking some financial shit.
Yeah, you know what? I can think of few things more distracting than that. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trying to be conversational. I was just making sure no other weird shit was gonna pop up.
That's reasonable.
And the answer was no.
Good.
So what?
I'm glad.
What we're talking about happening during tabletop sessions?
Have you ever had a thing where you and the other players at the table want to handle something that's big and important, and so you feel like you need a plan, and then you spend several hours just making the plan instead of playing the game?
I don't know if it's hours, but I've been there.
Yeah. So, Blades in the Dark is a game about heists, so, like, every session, your characters need some sort of plan. And it pulls this beautiful magic trick, where your characters have a plan. They know the plan, they're doing the plan, but the players themselves do not need to know the plan.
I see.
It's so spectacular. Because it works through a series of things called flashbacks. Where essentially, during the, like, when you're like, okay, we want to rob this bank, or we want to steal this relic, or whatever. What happens is, you're like, okay, let's roll engagement. We roll to see what kind of situation you're in at the start of the heist, and then we're in it. Like, in media res, you are in the heist. We are not sitting at this table and planning the heist, we're doing it now.
Oh, so it's like in, what's it called? Like, those, like, heist movies.
Yeah, it's like
Ocean happen while they explain the plan.
Exactly, it's Ocean's 11, it's Peaky Blinders. Like, we start in the action, and then, if you encounter something where you're like, okay, I think my character would have planned for this, you can do a flashback to when they planned for it.
Awesome.
And so you end up with characters who are competent and they plan things without having to actually do that. You can still just roleplay and improvise, which is what people come to tabletop games for. And it's really spectacular. It has a lot of neat little tricks like that that are just so good, just getting the action rolling, instead of getting hung up on details that, like, you can't predict anyway. Like, it goes all the way down to even stuff like the equipment system in Blades in the Dark. You don't say what's in your inventory. You say, I'm carrying this many things, and you have a list of things that you could have, but you don't know what you actually have until you go, okay, looks like I need a gun right now, which costs this many inventory slots, so I'm gonna fill out those slots and say I had a gun the whole time.
Awesome.
It's so dope.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, so, and because you're allowed to hack this game, a lot of people saw the shit and they were like, okay, this is awesome. I'm going to make a game based on this system. So, like, the original was like a dark fantasy, like, very, like, oh, the sun was destroyed and now we live in a world of blackness and ghosts and weird demon whales. But, you know, people make, oh, well, I'm making the Gundam version of this. Oh, well, I'm making the Curse of Strahd version of this. I'm making the, you know, whatever. So there's like a fleet of Forged in the Dark games, and it's really quite excellent.
Sounds rad.
And people get weird with them. I really adore them. Oh, I got fucking goosed. I respect that. But one of the games I want to play is, of course, I want to play the Gundam version, which is Beam Saber.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which, very, very dope. It's just good. It's just good. I'd like to do a one-shot in it. I think it'd be fun.
It sounds fun.
Especially since Forged in the Dark games are very well suited to one-shots. Because, so, in different systems, your character will feel different levels of capable. Like, in Dungeons & Dragons, for example, for the things you're good at, frequently you reach a point where failure is surprising. Like, you are so competent at the things you're good at that you're just assumed to be able to do them by default, but the things you're bad at, you will usually fail. Right? And so you end up with like these very specialized characters who need to depend entirely on each other to complete challenges because when they're bad at something, they might as well just not do it at all, right?
Yeah.
And when they're good at something, it's done
They gotta do it all
essentially
the
for the
time.
whole team. Like they just
Yeah.
fuck it up. But the interesting thing about picking a system is that changes based on the system you're in. For example, in Powered by the Apocalypse systems, your character will usually succeed if you do something, but they'll usually experience some sort of consequence anyway. Like, the kind of success you get most of the time is a mixed success, where you mostly get what you want, but something bad's gonna happen to you anyway. And so, like, Powered by the Apocalypse characters will generally be, like, skating by the skin of their teeth, but they can also pretty much skate by no matter what the circumstances are, right? Like, they're underdogs, but they're underdogs who are always gonna do it. For Forged in the Dark games, what you can expect from your character, Forged in the Dark, the cool thing about it is it has a little bit of XCOM in it. It has a little bit of like strategy game in it.
Ooh.
In that, not just your characters have a character sheet, but also the party as a whole has a character sheet. And so like you'll be upgrading the party, and like you'll be going on missions to get upgrades for the party as a whole and not just characters. And so a lot of your characters, and the party themselves are about the resources you have access to. Like, can I take this risk? Do I have the resources to deal with the consequences? The central resource in those games is something called stress, which you can spend stress to be better at rolling, and you can spend stress to ignore something bad that happens to you. So you can take a really risky roll, but if you have the stress, you can just ignore the consequences. So, for a Forged in the Dark character, the question isn't, can you do this? It's, how much are you willing to pay to do this?
Yeah.
So, like, they tend to be underdogs, but they're very competent underdogs. Like, they're not skating by, but they're taking hits along the way. Like, they're getting scars, and, like, gambling with their lives and their resources to get along. In a way that's very cool, but also in a way that is very destructive to characters very quickly. Which means that if you're doing it in a one-shot, you can go all out in a way that a campaign might disencourage you from doing. Like, okay, who cares if my character, like, loses a leg in the middle of this? Like, whatever, I'm not coming back to them. Like, and in a further campaign, like, losing a leg could be interesting, right? Like, okay, how do I live with this lost leg? But it'd be like a long-term consequence that your character would be dealing with. But in a one-shot, you don't have to worry about the long-term consequences. All you have to worry about is, do I get what I want right now? How much am I willing to spend? And it lets us some really spectacular action that I like. Oh, we were missing a person. That'll do it. So I'm really attracted to that kind of system for a one-shot. Everyone loves the Rock of Doom info dump hour. That's why we come here.
Yes.
And of course I have a bunch of weird little things that I need to dig out from my library. But I've been on a Forged in the Dark kick recently. Mainly because I just haven't gotten to play one. That's the thing that makes me crazy about these games.
It sounds really fun.
I've listened to so many of these games because they're very popular these days. I just haven't gotten to play one. Because none of my current campaigns that I'm running are any Forged in the Dark game. And none of my crew are GMs currently. It's just me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so... and so because
I'm
of
usually
those two
the DM.
things, yeah.
For some stuff, I've taken a backseat in the past few years because I haven't played in a while because no DMs. I didn't want to DM.
Yeah. And no one else stepped up?
Yeah.
Like that.
My girlfriend did, eventually.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, so since I haven't run one, I haven't played one. I'm like, ugh, I need to wrangle some people together. I need to actually play one of these damn games. Because I know I want to. But I haven't done it yet, so I need to find victims upon which to inflict. What game is this?
I have a very similar kick when it comes to board games. Mm-hmm. More than tabletop. The distinction is important, you see.
It is. They're different. I mean, they're all tabletop games, but the role-playing is really the...
Yes. That's what I meant when I say tabletop.
Yeah. Oh, it's CTF. Shit, I'm ass at this game mode. Just go for the flag immediately. That's what wins, right? Shit, we're fine actually. Nobody look at me. I see you. Oh, you're guarding the flag? Yay. Oh, I did it! Hold on.
You got the flag, pilot.
I did it?
Take it back to base.
What? How did I win? I mean, I didn't win anything yet, but I did it. Stop. Nobody look at me. Shh. Shh.
I want to get people to play Ticket to Ride so fucking much. It is like my favorite board game of all time.
Yeah, I'm very lucky, because there's like a queer center, like really near my house, and there's like a weekly like board game night on Mondays that I just go to, which is great. And I recently was invited to like a different board game night every Wednesday. This is at some dude's house, and he's like this 2-story house. I'm very jealous. And like the bottom floor is just set aside for games and shit. They have a huge collection. Just one of my friends was like, "Hey, I'm a regular there. Do you want to come?" I'm like, "Fuck yes." What? I don't know. I've never played Ticket to Ride yet, but I've played a similar game, sort of.
Yeah,
in the same genre.
Ticket to Ride's very fun. Depending on, there's a couple different expansions and maps. I currently play America the most because I don't have the others. America's the most cutthroat one.
That's you know
it's
what?
where you can cut your enemies off at the pass a lot more.
America is the most cutthroat one. Is understatement of the year award.
Yeah. Europe has like various different options to like score like the same tile as someone else, like fairies and stuff. And there's other variations for stuff like Japan that I don't know.
Ow. I missed DMing, but I don't think I can recover from some shit that happened to me in 2019. Yeah, that's fair. It's very much like DMing is a thing that is really there's a weird culture thing about it where, and like a lot of tables will expect you to be like a game designer instead of a fellow player at the table. And that's just a bad vibe. Like, it's really important to be very clear with the players, like, what you want. To be on the same page as the players. Like, I've definitely played, like, run games where I'm like, hey, you know, this is the kind of game it's gonna be. Here's the system. Make a character that fits it. And then no one does. And, like, it doesn't come together because we're not on the same page, which is sad.
Yeah.
So it really is, like, you gotta find a table with players who are on the same page as you. Which can be different on different days, right? Like, you know, I don't mean like you divide the two people you'll play games with. I mean just like, you know, if you're like, hey, I want to play this mecha game, find people who are like, fuck yes, that mecha game is exciting to me. I want to do this with you, because it is interesting to me as well. Like really, just, like as much as I'm like, oh man, I really want to play these games. The days of me like dragging someone into a campaign with me are over. Like if you are not interested in this, I don't have time. I do not have time. You're dead! Oh no, he got away! Oh, he's good. He knew what I wanted. I was too transparent. Where's our flag? Who has it? Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. It's hard. I mean, it's a skill thing, right? Like, the first time you play, like, you're not a good player. The first time you DM, you're not a good DM. That's how it goes. And, like, a lot of games, like, especially if you tried to DM D&D, D&D is really, really bad at teaching you how to run it as a GM. Like, it's really not very good at all.
One of the first times I DM'd a D&D game, I had just come off of listening to the Adventure Zone's latest arc.
Which one was that?
At the time, I think it was Suffering Game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I listened to the whole series, it's like, wow, this is what makes D&D good. So I kind of, like, started with the, you know, Minds of Phandalin starter story.
And you did.
And way too referential, and I annoyed people to the point where, like, I got yelled at, and I was like, okay, we'll just stop playing then.
Yeah.
And then he never picked up with that group again.
That's honestly, if you get yelled at of it, like, there's the thing where it's like, hey, what you're doing is, like, you can take someone aside as a GM. You can be like, hey, what you're doing is a bit too much for me. There's a more, like, is there something else you're interested in? But, like, if you're getting yelled at the table, like, that's definitely, like, drop that player or drop that group, because that's not alright. That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
I ended up dropping the player for the most part.
Yeah. It's like that sometimes.
Yeah. and over the years, I got pretty fucking good at, like, at the very least, background lore designing things. I have the problem that J.J. Abrams has with writing shit, where I'm very much a mystery box writer.
Ooh, Pathfinder 2e. Yeah,
I'm currently
shit.
playing a Pathfinder 2e game.
I was even
And my most recent campaign I was going to make has just slowly become just a fantasy novel that I'm working on now.
nice. That's dope.
Where it's just like, I listen to a lot of prog rock, and I think magic can be a good allegory for the environment. Read my book now, Smile.
Oh, I have a game that I think you would like to read. Just because like the rules of this game are very beautiful. It's essentially like an art book that's also like a dungeon grind RPG. Very
Awesome.
very rules light. It's called Merkborg.
That sounds awesome. Just the name alone is very good.
It's so dope. I have a physical book and it's awesome. I should send it your way sometime. I have a lot of PDFs. Yeah, and listen, Bungo. Listen, I am always so annoying about being like, hey, do you want to hear about if you want RPG suggestions? Like, oh, you're like, man, I really like these parts of running a game, and I hate these parts. Like, they're just a chore to me. Just let me know about what those things are. I might have a game that suits you better than the one you're currently trying to run. Like,
you've literally done this to me.
Yeah.
About, what the fuck is it called?
Dungeon World.
Shit.
Dungeon World.
I mean, Dungeon World for one.
Yeah.
No, the world building one that I was going to run instead of micro, or it's not for world building, but I wanted to use it as such because a lot of people use it as such.
Oh yeah.
Such as Quiet Year.
Fucking, it was, oh god.
I wanted to use Quiet Year really bad, and then you're like, hey, Microscope. It's like, oh shit, for real.
Yeah, because Quiet Year is an excellent game, and so is its like other one.
Quiet Year and something Forest.
Yeah, the Deep Forest.
The Deep Forest.
But the
yes.
thing about both of them is that, like, when you use them as people use them as world building games, like before Microscope came out, when it was like a very novel idea, and like there wasn't anything wrong with this. But part of the conceit of those two games is your community is destroyed at the end, which makes it really hard to use. And like you can hack it so that doesn't happen, but I feel like that takes a lot of like the interesting teeth off of the game. You know?
The community being destroyed also might be good as a world building thing in and of itself, however.
Yeah, like
wherein,
you know, if that's what you're looking for, it can be great. But a lot of people, that's not what they're looking for. They just want a map of their community. Which, like, again, if you just want a map, you can hack it and say, okay, and then our community isn't destroyed, which is fine. Like, the Frost Shepherds don't necessarily have to destroy it, and you can use it. But, you know, it just gives you the map of one small community. And if that's all you need, that's all you need. But,
you know, that just a quick follow-up point. I never interpreted the Frost Shepherds as destroying the settlement. Well, I don't know what the actual instructions said. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
my interpretation was always that the Frost Shepherds were just happened to coincide with the end of the game, and at the end of the game, your settlement is destroyed for an unknown reason.
Yeah, no, the language of the game is, at the end of the game, the Frost Shepherds will arrive, and we don't know if we're going to survive.
Ah, that's good verbiage. Glad
really
it was pretty much what I thought it was.
It's really good, yeah. But like a lot of it, like the game is like, and then we leave this settlement behind. Like we don't know what happens to them. You can talk about it, and there's nothing wrong with expanding that further. But there are a lot of games that are better suited to it. Just because, I mean, if you want like a drawn map, it is great at that. But I often find that what's more useful is like other things. Like for example, if you want like a whole world with a history, Microscope is excellent because like, oh. Getting to collaboratively build that is so good for buy-in from players. Because then you don't have to. They don't have to be like, I don't know what kind of gods are in this setting. I want to play like a paladin or something, but I don't know what kind of gods are in this setting. Like, if they can be like, they can.
Sorry,
they could go in.
You activated my trap card.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Sorry. As someone who is writing, you know, pantheistic or fucking, what would you call a group of gods?
A pantheon.
A pantheon.
Yeah.
Pantheons for various different cultures and societies. Fuck this.
Yeah.
It sucks. I understand why people don't like world building and why people hold world builders in fairly high regard when they do it well.
Yeah.
Because holy shit.
Yeah. No, but with Microsoft, what you can do is just be like, all right, so when we're gonna play D&D or Pathfinder or Dungeon World, whatever, you want to play a paladin, okay. Why don't you, like, it gives the player the ability to make their own god and build them into the setting as a part of the history. And then, suddenly, it's not what kind of gods exist. It's, oh, this is my god that not only do I know about, I am the expert on. Like, when the GM is making things up for this god, you can turn to that player and be like, I don't know, what do you think? And that's just, like, so useful for that player, because then,
really
instead of,
is.
like, not even understanding their character's own faith, like, having the authorship of it, and that's just something that you... I really love spreading authorship among players. It's so rewarding.
It is like literally my dream as a DM. It is the ideal. It's the platonic ideal of running a session. Is the characters are able to pick up and fill spaces where either I don't see something, or where I don't have any good ideas, or
so
just
good.
their playing experience brings a new wrinkle
good.
into the world that I
So
didn't
good.
think about. God, that's why I DM.
So good.
Requires good players, though.
You need a good DM. I mean, it needs players that you like, and that you have a good, like, you know, it's not even, like,
That's a good
a bad
point.
player can become a good player. You know?
That's true.
Like, the most important part is not their skill and practice. The most important part is, like, their understanding and willingness to, like...
Engage with the space?
Yeah, to just to be, like, to buy in, be interested in what's happening, have a stake in what's happening. Like, as in, like, you know, have outcomes that they want to see. Like, oh, I want this to happen, or I don't want this to happen.
You know what's really funny, Rock?
What?
What you're talking about is the philosophy a wrestling booker has when it comes to the audience.
Yeah, I mean, guess what wrestling is?
Yeah, I know. It's stagecraft. It's theater.
Yeah, it's improv roleplay, which is theater, which is we're back, baby.
We're back.
We're so back. They did not score a single flag capture. That's
Nope.
so tragic. I was fucking
God.
mouthing off about tabletop games the whole time, and I think I got like 3 caps. I don't know what they were doing.
Can I give a very good example of that? You have acted another specialist or shop card. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Back around WrestleMania 40, Cody Rhodes had won the Royal Rumble to face Roman Reigns for the.
Oh, they had one person. Never mind. I take all my smack talk back. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh my God,
Sorry,
that's so
dude.
fucked.
I'm sorry. Oh.
What ended up happening is that they like wanted to pivot to The Rock versus Roman Reigns for some reason, and the fans fucking hated it so much that like they hijacked shows via the audience. And most of the time, WWE would usually put their head in the sand for this. Vince McMahon just got fired for doing some bad shit, and the new management was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, we'll run with this," and made The Rock the biggest fucking douchebag in wrestling for a solid 3 months, and had a great payoff with Cody Rhodes winning the belt. Oh, it was great. And that's what I like about stuff like this, where it's so improvisational and relies on not only the participants on stage, but also, like, participants you may not think have that much of a role, like an audience. They matter a whole hell of a lot, because they're the people you engage. And if they're not engaged and, like hate this, you're not getting the reaction you want, shit. You know? It's so rad. I love shit like this.
Yeah. God, honestly, the number one thing that improves any table is good, like, boundary setting and safety tools. It's so useful. Like, just because tables where you're not allowed to walk something back if you don't like it are so... Now that I've tasted the divine ambrosia of being able to like take a big swing and then be like, hey guys, was this good? Was this good? Or should we like we could press the undo button on this if we didn't like what just happened.
Yeah.
Like we can just not do this, and then we can do like what's the other thing that we would want to do? Let's do that instead.
This is a role playing game. It's not Magic the Gathering. You
like,
take it back.
Oh no. Like the major character death. Oh, I don't know. I feel like we had some more with this character. Let's walk this back and see what would need to happen for them to live. Like maybe instead of dying, maybe they just are grievously injured. Maybe they're benched, but they're still around. Like who knows? Like it's. Or maybe it's like, you know, we do this mission, it's like, ooh, my character, like even for a player, ooh, my character made this decision that I don't know that I can sit with. I don't know that I like this decision. I don't know that it was actually in character. Can we walk it back? Yes, my beloved, we can absolutely walk it back.
With
I
this
love you.
character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore
Yeah.
saved game to restore the Weave of Fate,
Or honestly,
Doom world you've created.
sometimes with this character's life, the thread of fate is severed. sometimes you're like, man, I probably should have died there, you know? Can I get a big sacrifice?
With this character's life, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore save game to fucking beef it hard style.
Sometimes you gotta beef it. Sometimes you gotta beef it bad. You
Gotta
know?
be the full squid. No half measures.
I'm so sneaky. Oh, they know about me. I'm not sneaky. They know. They know everything.
You have to understand, Rock. I am clenching the arms of my fucking computer chair, trying not to info dump about the shit I've been writing.
Why?
Because you were talking.
Okay. I finished.
Sharpen Hill. So you know like Newton's second law, right?
You know, energy. Is that the energy one?
Actually, it might be the third. Hold on.
Do you want to get your facts right before you start info dumping?
Yes, I do. That is the preservation of motion. I think it might be the third law then. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Classic.
In alchemy, you know,
Friendly pilot.
as above, so below.
Yeah.
For example, is, you know, to very misquote alchemic theory, but the general sentiment does remain the same. You get in what you put out.
Yeah.
And the concept of magic tends to play the not that, because that is what makes it magic.
Yeah.
There are very few consequences.
You're going Full Metal Alchemist on this bitch?
Yeah, what if magic had a horrible cost that accumulates over long periods of time?
Beautiful. Oh, it's climate change.
And
I
it
see.
only has been discovered when it's close to being far too late.
Climate change? Yeah, I
Just
get
a
it.
bit.
Magic climate change. I got it. I got you. Do you have oil? You should do oil. Oil's so funny.
Oil, I mean, oh shit, there should be iridescence like oil to some of the things in the...
Come on.
So my idea was...
It's the black ichor of the long dead that and using it as power fucking brings death to the world. Come on. I know
It's
this
right
is
there.
it's a classic Tumblr post. I'm showing my Tumblr user.
No,
I know this.
it's good though.
It's
It's
good.
good though.
It's good.
My idea is that, like, we've been polluting the space between worlds by bending it.
Oh no. Do things
So-
live in there? Things gotta live in there, right?
Things live in there.
Yeah, baby. That's
Maybe
what
a
I'm
whole
talking about.
pantheon of barely knowable humanoids lives in there.
Yay! How are they faring? Are they happy with our decisions?
Oh, they hate us.
That's good.
We have brought them cursed life, and they, at first, didn't, like, just thought, okay, we'll fade into nothingness because they know we exist. We're not fading.
Interesting.
Also, there's a weird skeleton god with a mask and wings, and he's bound in an eternal throne, and we're gonna start worshipping him now.
That's dope. I love worship. Oh shit, I have to reload. Nobody look at me, nobody look at me. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. Missiles. I'm going to die.
So, how much do you know about the album In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson?
I could stand to know more. Ow!
There is a titular song called In the Court of the Crimson King,
Yeah.
which is originally written as an allegory for the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
I'm repurposing I'm repurposing the use of the song. Sorry. The pantheon is just the Court of the Crimson King.
Yes, I remember this part.
And all of its members are taken from various lines throughout the song. The Crimson King is an inactive, like, unchanging, immutable, titanic skeleton wearing a tragedy mask with a crown of stone. He has no will of his own and serves merely as a sort of a functional figurehead in the fact that they can derive magic from their belief in the Crimson King.
Interesting.
A recursive sort of godhood. He only exists because of the proliferation of magic from the waking world into the world of the void, or the world of shade. I haven't decided on that name yet. And he does nothing. That is his. That is a literal spoiler for the whole thing. He does nothing.
Destroy all
The Black Queen represents necromancy and death and decay.
Classic.
All the things that come about due to magic.
Classic.
The Pattern Juggler is one of 2 jesters that belong to the court and is bardic and performative in nature, and is the one that goes to the waking world the most to proselytize and also, you know, take people to add the immense amount of, you know... How do I put this? Okay, battery soldiers
Nice.
is the best way I can think of it.
Yeah.
Because they are, you know, source of energy, not pure energy as in they do not drain their life force, but they're like, the existence of a waking world thing in there does provide a lot. I don't know how mechanically, but it's not important, but it is valued. I think half of it is like a psychological thing. It's like we have one of theirs amongst us. On the other hand, though, I don't know. This part might be rewritten entirely. The Pattern Juggler's always been the one I've had the hardest time finding a good place for. Mm-hmm. But having him be sort of some sort of prophetic bard that, like, gets the waking world to fall into line, knowingly or unknowingly, with the court's agenda is probably what I'm going to go for in some way, shape, or form. And he can spirit away people for fun if he so wishes.
Classic. Beautiful. Mischievous.
Yeah. The last 2 characters are the Fire Witch, who is not an actual Void Walker, or not part of the Void. She is an elven goddess
LGBT community.
Hello, I'm
Viv.
info dumping.
Welcome to the info dump stream.
I figured. Hello.
How's it going?
I was in various stream for a couple hours. We were out with SMT5. It was fun.
Nice.
Nice.
I want to play that video game. It looks sick.
Yeah.
It does look kind of dope. I thought when they released
Hi, bud.
trailers for that game that the main character was a girl, and I was like,
Stardust.
"That's awesome! They made a dope girl, finally!" And then I realized that he was just a beautiful boy, and I'm like, I have mixed feelings about this now. 'Cause I do
No,
love-
listen, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You can answer questions of, are you a guy or a girl? Say you're a girl, so...
Okay. But
They do
like-
that same thing in SMT4 as well, so...
But like,
Look, they're going to...
what does the writer think the answer is, though?
Seek cover.
Listen,
matter?
I don't give a fuck.
Listen,
Listen, everybody says, oh, the author is dead. This is the one thing the author is dead for me. I will choose whatever I choose.
You know, I've been sort of thinking about that shit lately. The author is dead when, like, the piece is not actively, like, promoting harm unto people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in this case, I'm using the Court of the Crimson King as a base for things.
Got you.
And it is a case of death of the author in which I am repurposing, recontextualizing a work.
How?
It's transformative.
Check. No, we got me.
This is not a way to say, oh, blindly likes it, even though, like, what has been written is doing harm to people.
Got me.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm also playing SMT4 in the background because this game's dope.
Nice.
Nice. May I continue my info dump if that is alright?
Godspeed.
The Fire Witch is an elven goddess of creation, fire, innate magic, and craftsmanship. And she has been also sort of spirited away as, you know, creation goddess understands the fabric of the worlds and, like, the space between these new worlds, or between the waking world and this brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a prisoner goddess, essentially.
What's up with the elves? What's up with the elves?
Oh boy!
What's up with the elves? That's the...
Let me finish the god. Let me finish the god troop, and I'll get right back to you.
Uh-huh. That's
The last
just
one-
number one question when any fantasy world builder. What's up? Hey, what's up with the elves?
Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry.
Ugh.
The last one is the Yellow Jester.
Mhm.
He's the one in control of everything.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler. That is just like he's the king in yellow. Not literally, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read you the line that his appearance comes from.
Yeah.
On soft gray mornings, widows cry. The wise men share a joke. I run to grasp divining signs to satisfy the hoax. The yellow jester does not play, but gently pulls the strings, and smiles as the puppets dance in the courts of the Crimson King.
Classic. Beautiful.
That's it. Yeah. Just, he is, sort of magic's, the embodiment of the dark side of charming and, like, deception. Like, you know.
Okay.
The court is supposed to embody, like, magic inverted or taken in a different direction for one reason or another. So elves, huh?
Elves. What are those?
I'm going through my notes right now.
What is that? What is an elf anyway?
So, I will admit I will tip my hand a little bit. A lot of my depictions of fantasy backgrounds are a little similar to baseline fantasy, but I've tried to write it slightly differently so it doesn't come off as fucking weird.
So we're talking mostly D&D here, because this used to be a D&D setting that you were doing?
Pathfinder, but yes.
Yeah. Listen, Pathfinder is just a slightly more coherently designed D&D with more crutch. But, like, they're the same to me. Like, they're branches on the same damn tree. Like, I mean, most tabletop games are, but, like, they're, like, two branches that are, like, really close together. They're, like, really close together. You know?
So, the way I wrote the elves is that they are a group of people that are recently dealing with you know, what's it called? How do I phrase this? Nietzsche's words made real?
I don't know what that means.
God is dead.
God is dead. Oh no, I've been
The
assassinated.
Fire Witch is gone. Which is like one of the most revered goddesses of the Elvish pantheon. And a lot of them have taken this, a lot of communities have taken this as, this is the end times. This is the end of it, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them have, like, retreated into historical, like, not even historical, just, you know, mostly elven cities and locked down against the inevitable.
Oh, so they're preppers.
They are preppers. But many elves were, after, you know, not coming along for one reason or another, or somehow never hearing of it, or choosing to leave, are now forever sealed off from their homes.
Lol.
And a lot of elvish diasporas exist throughout the world now. That is mostly elves' thing. Like, some of them have turned very insular as well, like, in this, you know, imposed exile. Some of them have, like, tried to steer people through the coming apocalypse as they see it. Some of them are trying to just make new lives if they were not believers in this. The thing about Elvish culture is that it is, unfortunately, slightly slipping away, because they sealed themselves away about 100 years ago. Not a long time for an elf, long time for a lot of other people.
So, are people just, like, forgetting about elves? They're just like, yeah, they'll start
No,
around
people
later.
know about elves, but, like, some of their, like, you know, specific things that were very, like, a lot of their, like, culture is lost, unfortunately.
By who? Lost to whom?
Lost everyone except for elves, I guess. That's sort of the thing, isn't it? Mostly, like, because a lot of elvish settlements were already, like, deep in forest and secluded and far away.
So it's like it's hard to get elvish goods anymore.
Yeah, elvish goods are out. Writings have persisted. I guess so. Culture's not a good thing. Elvish goods and like I guess like craftsmanship and you know, elves in general not very common anymore.
That's honestly extremely classic elf. It's a good elf.
Yeah, I think they speak a different language than common.
What?
What did I write about elves in language?
How could you say that?
Common language. I'm having fun playing toys.
Toys?
Alright.
Yeah.
Are so beautiful. I love toys.
Friendly pilot has flagged.
One of the major elven locations is called the Everwild, which is God. I love naming fantasy shit so much.
Nice.
Fuck that guy, by the way. Lol.
I killed him with a melee kill as the sniper, which I'm happy with.
Considering what fucking was decorating his Titan, you did a good service there.
Can you stop having my flag?
But basically, the Everwild is a very specifically enchanted forest, known for being in a permanent state of autumn, like autumnal change. It's always slightly colder or warmer depending on what time of year you visit it. And unless you know the specific way to the center of the Everwild, where the Elven City lies, you get spat out the other end. Like it just doesn't exist for you.
That's a serious.
That's pretty much the whole thing about elves. I don't have a lot for them because they're intentionally sort of meant to be like not enigmatic per se, maybe a little bit, but they're supposed to be like departed.
Their absence is more important than their details.
Exactly. Thank you. You know whose presence is a lot more important than their absence?
Is it people? Is it humans?
It's dwarves.
Dwarves. What are those little guys up to?
Well, I mean, of course, you have the classic fantasy archetype of they're industrious and also great craftspeople.
Are they digging too greedily and too deep?
Ooh, I haven't gotten to that one yet. I should probably write that down. This is all back on what
Gwen wishing she thought of the idea I had for my dwarves first.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Anyways.
Why is this dude named High Germa? One of my teammates is just High Germa. No,
like H-I-G-H or H-I?
H-I-G-H. So I don't know if that's like elevated Germa or blasted Germa. I don't know.
So
it's definitely
dwarves
blasted.
Are pretty. Living in a dwarvish kingdom is like one of the nice places you can live in this world. I'm just going to say it straight up.
Yeah.
They are great centers of craft, of industry, of learning as well. Dwarven like scholarly works and education are top fucking notch. It is a good place to be for the most part.
I'm hearing a but.
There's not really a but yet. They have built this sort of, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a metal cart with wheels.
Like a car.
Powered by some weird shit they found in like the mountains.
Yeah.
Like it goes along like it's like a mine cart.
Yeah,
but it
like
can carry things.
Yeah, it can carry
like
things.
lots of things.
Wow, a lot of things.
Call it like a locomotive, I think.
Like I don't know, a train or something.
No.
No.
Too easy. Anyways, they operate with the strength of dozens of like draft horses.
Yeah.
Carry people and mail and goods and connect the entirety of the continent together.
Yep. That's awesome.
But how are they fueling those?
Yeah, I'm wondering that as well.
Trade secret, apparently.
Ooh, that's no good.
Whatever. It's fantasy coal.
Yeah.
It's magical residue. That's why the sun is like an iridescent, pearly sheen.
Yeah, magical residue is what I call my. Well, I shan't say.
Come, just come. It's just come.
You don't even know.
Listen, y'all are still living in 2024 with your cum. I'm on cum too. All right.
Oh shit! That shit's iridescent. I know it.
Can you share some of that? Ow.
Are you flirting on Twitch.tv?
I would never do this.
There are better ways, I think, to ask a person out. There's way better ways.
Probably. I can think of a few, but it's hard to be sure. Ow.
It is hard to be sure.
I will say though, for like the past couple centuries, Dwarven Kingdom living has not been the most stable because they often tend to reside in the mountains or on the mountains, and the sort of, the movements of the Earth, the movements of the sphere, kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
A lot of earthquakes.
I wonder why that is. That's so weird.
Who's to say?
That's so weird. It's kind of
They managed to stabilize this one. It's it's lasted for about a couple centuries now.
Yeah, it's probably good then.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
What allowed a lot of this to remain was the fact that dwarves have always, not always, but like have had a tendency to treat information itself as like a resource. Information is a resource. Learning is accumulation of a resource, not unlike mining.
Yeah.
You're mining for truth.
Oh my god, I got blasted. By a
And
shotgun.
so among the great treasures carried from failing dwarven settlements often come great tomes of knowledge and biographies and memoirs. Yeah. There's probably a central dwarven library that is goes stories down into the mountain.
Nice.
Did hear about, well,
Titan ready.
there are whispers.
Stand by for Titanfall.
There was a lost settlement, no, not a settlement, it was a lost kingdom, let's be honest here, of dwarves in the region of Mount Briar that had maybe somehow stumbled on the secrets of something they called automata. And somehow gave themselves a new form of armor that integrates with themselves, somehow? Or is themselves? Did not hear that from me, though.
Yeah. No, there aren't. That's not normal. Don't worry about it.
It's normal. So, like, you know the Rose from Castle in the Sky?
Yeah.
Kind of look like that.
That's dope.
Yep.
Castle in the Sky is responsible for a lot of the things that I do in any fantasy setting.
Oh, for me, Howl's Moving Castle and Kiki's Delivery Service do a little bit of that. Where I like having the mundane with magic is always a fun thing. Oh, humans.
Get over here.
They're humans.
Ah, he got killed.
I don't have anything for humans. That's where my fantasy writing falls apart. Is like, how do I write humans? How do I write people? I don't relate to this. Orcs the one I'm still in the middle of writing. Because writing good orcs is a challenge. I will say that.
It
also
is.
because there's a lot of weight that comes with writing orcs.
It's frankly, half the time it's not even worth doing. Like, unless you have a good
I
idea,
love what
just
I
leave
did
them
with
out.
orcs.
Yeah.
I love my idea that I wrote for orcs. It's fucking sick.
Yeah. Do you want to know the secret for world building?
Hmm?
If you're like, I don't have an idea for this, you can just not do it.
It's true.
You can just. There's no rules that say you have to have an orcs. Frankly,
But I like what I did with mine. I'm gonna
real
flex
though?
a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm gonna
I
flex
wanted
with mine.
orcs.
frankly, honestly, Gwen, there's no rules that say you have to make it humans.
Oh! Oh, shit. That reminds me of someone post about humans being space orcs.
Like, yeah.
That's how it
Like,
inspired
what
me to write a lot about orcs.
Yeah. You can
What I did with my
you can
orcs is
sleep
that
orcs
they're Arthurian.
It's impossible.
Oh, that's good.
They all have Arthurian names.
That's
they
really
have
good.
like a mythologized like Knights of the Round in the same way. And they are just like old school, old timey,
That's really good.
stereotypical ass knights.
Yeah, and-
with their own code of chivalry and
An
shit.
orcish warrior called Sir Cathor would be really good. I'm
awesome.
really liking the image that I'm getting from this.
So, my orcs are different.
Uh-huh.
They're not as cool as that. I'm going to be upfront with you.
Yeah, I'm malding. I'm honestly malding about this. Viv wins the orc war.
Viv's orc lore is so fucking rad. I can't even. This isn't going to be fucking anything
Like,
next to it.
It's that, and I don't know if you know about my dwarf lore, Rock. My dwarf lore is also
Yeah,
sick.
explain that one first before I go to orcs.
Oh, they are just masked wrestlers. Their entire culture is built around being wrestlers.
Yes!
It's so awesome.
Yes!
Like in the similar vein to Beowulf Skullgirls, their like prime jewel of weaponry is a steel chair that is unbreakable.
Let's go.
It's so rad.
Let's
Do you mind if I go ahead with my orc stuff, Viv? It's gonna be lame as
I'm
fuck.
just
Compare
I'm flexing. Don't worry, don't mind me.
Your
So
muscles are
the
so
thing
beautiful.
about orcs is that they have like very hyper specific localized like fucking traditions and cultures because many orcs did not live under like the same sort of like central kingdom. Orcs have, to a certain degree, some villages of orcs are nomadic, like entirely nomadic. Some of them are like periodically nomadic, and like
it's
they'll
almost
settle
like
in one
they
place.
have different internal cultures. That's so shocking.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
That's like the number one thing that I've been doing recently is every time I make a thing where I'm like, oh yes, this nation exists, this culture exists, I'm always like, all right, where are the fractures? Where
I
are
should do that for the dwarves.
where are the subcultures?
I mean, I guess there is one dwarven subculture.
Right, but like, there's always more. There's always.
Oh yeah.
Like, I literally every time I make a world building document, one of the first things I write is no monoliths. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything breaks down. It's been so funny to do. Which the issue with this is I like just keep going down. It's like fractal and I never stop if I like follow the rabbit hole. Fortunately, my instinct is not to follow the rabbit hole. I will just like write random notes because I'm doomed to forever be like an RPG world builder where I'll write like a cool idea that I know to be true and then everything else, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when it becomes important. I'll make it up.
Yeah.
I'll make it up when I need to. And
So yeah, I will say I have not gotten to the fractalization part of this
so good.
yet. These are very big like monoliths that I do want to break down eventually.
I love subcultures.
Like specifically, I wanna like talk more about like what elf just diasporas look like. What the fuck those automata elves are up to.
Viv, the video you
That's
posted
me.
is so evil. Why did you do this?
The animation was just so fucking funny.
Why would he do this?
Bodied.
Mr. Saturn, no!
he has to pay for his crimes.
What did he do?
He knows what he did.
What did he do?
He knows what the fuck he did.
Ooh, vengeance isn't justice, Viv. Vengeance is not justice!
So, not to monolith this too much, but I haven't gotten that deep into the minutia yet.
Uh-huh.
So let me just preface by saying, orcs, by their nature, are not warlike.
Uh-huh.
That is not a... I know this is still monolithing it a bit, but I did want to take this apart from, like,
Yeah.
oh,
can't do it.
orcs are just fantasy bad guys that
really-
like war and not much else.
It's just, you can't do it. You can't do it.
No.
It should not be done.
No.
Yeah.
What I've had going is that they have a sort of, like, kind of similar to Viv, they have a high, like, value for honor and, like, doing good things
Okay. Don't
for
do,
others.
Don't do Bushido, though. It's stupid. I'm warning you.
No,
Bushido is
I'm
stupid.
not doing Bushido.
I'm warning you.
I'm just saying, you know, they are... How do I put this?
You've been in this fucking loading screen for 8 billion years,
this is
by
T-
the way.
yeah,
I
this
hope
is
you
TFT for
noticed.
ya.
I've removed the most popular game mode because I want to learn the other ones. So we have extra wait time. Yeah, I'm queuing up. I'm not loading anything. I'm searching. We're gonna be chatting here for a minute. I was getting
So you know the
some pretty
term-
hot matches, honestly. Anyway, Gwen.
You know the term martial arts.
Uh-huh. Yes, I do know the term martial arts, Gwen. Yes, continue.
I'm
Yeah,
excited
but
to see where
let's
this
focus
is
on
going.
the arts of that.
The arts, yeah.
The artistry.
Dope.
Oh,
Dope.
okay.
I
Yeah.
Okay.
It is an art form and also a means of deriving magics.
Nice. Is that
Oh,
as
there
well
we
as
go.
performance in speechcraft.
is that O'Shea?
They are...
O'Shea.
Oh, hi,
Is it
O'Shea.
Did you make theater orcs?
I made theater orcs. I made theater orcs and, like,
I can't believe you.
monk orcs.
You're fucked
But,
up
like,
for
D&D
that. I can't
mortals.
believe you.
Unbelievable.
Fucked up.
In general, orcs, again, in general, orcs are, you know, storytellers and lore keepers, compiling
Asterisk.
generations of myths, story, and song.
Asterisk.
Yeah, asterisks, huge.
Oh, CTF. No, that's different. Point capture. You capture the point. That's not capture the flag. That's different.
No.
Give me this.
Some orcs are known for a form of stagecraft, focused on, like, the reinterpretation and retelling of myth.
Your first Warhammers. Have fun.
Oh, hell
with it.
yeah! You know, it is set on a small stage, with, like, very...
I
like,
heard whisperings through the grapevine, O'Shea, that a certain person got you into that.
Lol.
Whose fault was it?
But,
was it Dak?
It was Dak, yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to drop the biggest hammer of this whole thing right now. You know, they, you know, retell ancient cults of gods, heroes, demigods alike,
getting fucked
set
up.
on a small raised stage with, like, physical borders created out of posts and ropes.
Yeah.
It is a theatricized form of, you know, combat.
Yeah. It's theater. On a stage.
They call this the fray.
Uh-huh.
I call it pro wrestling.
Yeah. It's wrestler orcs. Okay.
It's wrestler
Got it.
fucking theater
You
orcs!
got it. Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
spectacular.
but this
You don't have
was
to-
like the most perfect sense to me.
You don't have to listen. You never apologize for making something so thoroughly self-indulgent. You have to.
It's entirely self-indulgent.
You have to indulge.
You know what my favorite fucking fantasy races are?
Yeah, is it orcs?
Take a guess. It's orcs.
I know.
Fuck.
I know.
I get to eat nothing. I get to fucking eat for once.
I understand.
Like half of my D&D characters I've made over the past have been like dwarves, orcs, or humans.
Stop.
I get to indulge a little bit.
Oh, I'm getting shot. No, there was a robot.
Also, thank you.
This is so sad.
Sorry, Viv, I kind of did steal your dwarven wrestling thing.
Yeah, I'm used to you gentrifying my bits. It's
High
fine.
robbery.
A captured.
It's fucking...
Damn, you know what? Oh, maybe I should just get rid of wrestling orcs then.
No.
Nah, it's fine. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm literally fucking with you.
Also, Gwen, if you're like, oh man, my writing has to consist of only original ideas, I'm sorry, you're not going to write anything.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of my fantasy, like, roots in terms of, like, what I like about fantasy has been usually Tolkien and the ilk.
Yeah. Well,
with, like, some elements of, like...
I'm a failure.
You know, I like the way fantasy's been reinterpreted in certain ways by, like... I don't know how else to put this. People I've played D&D with.
Yeah.
Or D&D stuff I've listened to.
Enhanced Auto Titan, what is he cooking? Who uses that?
But, you know, I think if... What's it called? If I am to sort of, like... fractionalize... Not fractionalize, what's the word? Fractalize, some of this.
I see you.
Maybe, other kinds of works could be very into, like, other different forms of expressing, like, you know, history and myth and stuff.
Blow up.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's bard orcs.
Blow up.
I know that a lot of my writing for fucking fantasy shit came from me looking at the way fantasy wrote shit and going, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
And then
a lot
going,
of,
I can do this better.
like, a lot of my
So there's
ideas...
a race of creatures that are built to be like naturally subservient. I will kill you. I'm making this shit better. Fuck you.
Yeah.
God,
Like,
it's,
a lot of things about elves, for me, came from the fact that, like, oh, a lot of writers handle them far too close to humans, or make them unintended, like cagey and, you know, far distant for no fucking reason. And what I wanted to do was, like, okay, I want to see how a fantasy world operates in the, mostly in absence of a specific kind of person. And, like, have that, like, this thing actually be explained in a way that fucking makes sense.
it is frankly embarrassing how the difference between me being inspired to make something by a good thing and me being inspired to make something by a bad thing that was almost good. Like, I'll read something good and be like, wow, that was really good. And I'll read something
I don't know.
and I'll read something bad that almost had it, but it was really bad, and I'm like, I can fix you! I can fix you! I have to write immediately! It's like,
Rock, I just want to know, did that come across when I was talking about elves?
yeah.
Okay, good. Because one of my favorite pieces of fantasy is The Hobbit, and by God, that book can be done better.
That's an understatement.
There are times where, like, the elves are like, oh, they're fun, they're having a good time. You know, they're like singing in the trees next to the water. It's a cool time. They love singing. They love, you know, merrymaking and all that fun stuff. Oh, and they're also entirely isolationist for no fucking reason. What?
I wrote elves just being like every other race is weed, man. That's it.
Oh fuck! I
That's
forgot.
literally it.
Hold on.
That's literally
Hold on.
it.
Hey, you know what?
Did you forget fantasy
Hold-
weed, you idiot?
No, yes, kind of, no.
You need fantasy weed or you're a failure.
I did this last time when I was talking to Bun about this.
Oh, I'm going to die! Big robots
So,
are
you know
going to
what?
hurt me!
You know what, okay, so just due to their general proximity to a lot of their locations,
Yeah.
elves had a very good relations with the satyrs.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The enemy has total control.
Yes.
They are, like, nearly exclusively, not absolutely obviously, but they like to stick to, like, places that are sort of out of the way and surrounded by nature.
I died. Where's my bot?
They have like very like massive like
Where's my
like
bot?
familial structures, kind of, where like friends can be like often are sort of introduced into the quote unquote family.
Oh, run away.
And so whenever like you know, Satyrian birthday parties come around, oh my god, it's like 300 people from the fucking nearby woods come out, and it's a great time.
Ooh, I like snake elves. I like venom elves. So promotion
Venom elves are
chat.
cool.
That's fun.
I wrote dragons to kind of be like, they come in different varieties, and they were basically built to like kind of forge the world as it exists. And because you could probably guess where I'm going with this, because it was like, oh fucking, what's this fucking cringe ass built to be subservient shit? So I took kobolds, and they're just like a humanoid form of dragon that only really existed because dragons wanted to kind of shake hands with other races because they're all like giant godly quadrupeds.
That's awesome.
Right? And dragons are functionally immortal. What they do is that every so often their physical bodies will deteriorate and fall apart and become nothing but bone, but they are still alive in a sense. And people build communities and like their entire like, you know, towns around them so they can have like people to greet them when they come back, basically. So like they're not left alone when they wake up.
Hey Viv. How does it feel like being like one of the best fantasy writers ever born?
Feels pretty good. My meat's huge. We know this already.
We know this. We can intuit this.
Other things about satyrs is that a lot of like the satyr pantheon is devoted to like having a cool time and being cool to others in one way, shape, or form. They like, you know, again, this needs to be written to be more granular and like down to like individual culture of areas, but in general, very like open people. They are very like open to people like just coming in and crashing in their places because it's like, hey, everyone needs a fucking place to stay.
Yeah, one of the fantasy stories I'm working on, that's sort of on the back burner. Viv's Talk of Dragons brought me onto this. The version of dragons in that is that they are alien to the planet.
Interesting.
They can just sort of like fly between stars, like they just unaided. Like dragons, dragons can FTL. Actually, they might not FTL.
Sick.
They might just fly the whole time it takes. Actually, that might be more.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you making my favorite thing about King Ghidorah a thing for all dragons.
Yeah,
thank you.
But like the thing about dragons is on the world that the planet takes place on. The people there started like hunting these ancient intelligent beings for their magical components because they wanted to see if they could build spaceships out of them. And so most of the dragons, they're like, fuck this, we're leaving. Bye.
See you later, nerds.
But like the inciting incident of the story is like this shadow wizard, which in this setting shadow wizards are about like space and divination. They deal with like the emptiness between things. Is like going to speak to a dragon that he had been working with. And when he gets to her lair, he discovers that an adventuring party had broken in and butchered her.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's like, fuck. And he's looking around, and he discovers that they left one of her eggs, which had been hidden. And it is highly forbidden to possess any dragon egg by the Wizards Guild, because too many people tried stealing them and, like, trying to raise them as a familiar or whatever, and they were like, no, we will kill you if you're found with a wizard egg. He's like, fuck, okay, I have a wizard egg. I have a dragon egg. Whose parent is here, dead. I don't know any other dragons. They're like gone. What do I do with this? And so he's like, he goes on a quest. He's like carrying this egg, trying to find like a dragon to hand it off to. And before he can, it fucking obviously hatches and attaches itself to him. And he's like, shit. I guess I have a weird dragon daughter that I have to hide now, or we'll both be executed. Like she could be taken apart for parts, and I could be killed for trying to raise a dragon. So like, there's just these two weird exiles, trying to find any dragon so that this dragon youngling can grow up among her own people instead of among humans who want to take her apart.
Hey, Rock.
Yeah?
Just a little idea here, real quick.
Yeah.
You should watch film Ultraman Uprising.
You got
Or
it.
Ultraman Rising. Watch Ultraman Rising.
You got it, boss.
you're gonna look at that film and go,
Damn it.
fuck.
Fuck!
Oh, I forgot a few more things about what's it called? Satyrs.
What is this?
A lot of them are like gay.
What?
Mhm,
Gay people?
Yeah. Not like every satyr is gay, and not all the gay people are satyrs.
No.
obviously.
Make every satyr bi. No exceptions.
Yeah, that's
The
fine.
only thing without nuance.
Gender is a weird thing for satyrs.
Are all satyrs boys?
No.
No.
I have something else that I was fucking around with, knocking about in my brain. So I was writing demon lore, and demon lore I think is
Sure.
interesting with the way that I'm working on it.
Doors are real word, actually.
So what I did is that, okay, we made this
failed.
whole ass planet. We have all this leftover residual magical material that we used to make the planet. Oh fuck, it has gained sentience.
Reed kills 6 billion demons.
And alright, I'll get around to it. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And it's not malicious. It's basically looking around at certain things and physically morphing itself into them to copy them.
Yeah.
Wait, is Kill 6
And-
Billion Demons the Logmore one? The one that Logmore does?
What? No.
It's not that common.
No, it's by Abaddon Orbital Dropkick.
And
He's also known for
I think-
Lancer,
I think I
They
see
basic-
it in the Winter TV server a lot.
maybe.
And there's a bunch of like individual sub races for demons, including one of my main OCs is a part of, Rosiers, who are in a lot of ways they can look almost human, but they have to keep a lot of their emotions in check because they're literally, quite literally, influenced by their environment and can change so drastically.
Ooh.
And in a lot of ways, they might not be able to change back to a prior form if they change.
They're like, oh, well, I guess this is what I am now.
And I took a lot of inspiration from Mob actually for my main OC, whose name is a homophone for yours, because a lot of it is them trying to keep their emotions in check because they also have a very strong sense of self. So, and they're afraid of losing who they are.
Yeah.
Also, just like dragons, they're also kind of functionally immortal. I haven't thought about how they live or die. They can be killed in battle, but aside of that, they're functionally immortal.
Yeah, God, Kill 6 Billion Demons is too dope.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
It's
Anytime tomorrow, I'll
Thank
read
you.
it.
The way devils work in that is like when the many gods, which are all the children of one god, of two gods who are one god, and also they're all the same god, but don't worry about it. So there were three like categories of like inheritors to the works of the gods. The first were like essentially just a bunch of mortal races, which were made by the gods just to sort of observe, like be a part of the works. The second were the angels, which exist out of a like cold, intangible flame. They can only exist in the void between worlds. Although the mortal races frequently build them like essentially mech armor to exist in the physical world, which is dope.
Yeah.
But the second was the devils, who are a hot and hungry fire. They like are creatures of desire and want. And on their own, they're sort of amorphous and they like blend together, and like they are entities, but it's like unclear if they're sentient entities. But the mortal races made them masks and gave them names in order to like borrow their power. And so like they're in this weird position where they're like, you know, they're like, you know, deal maker devils, where like, you know, they'll trade things for power and freedom and whatnot. But they were like made that way by people who wanted them to be that way, and because they're creatures of desire, they followed that desire and became that thing. And, like, one of the main characters in the comic is a devil who just is sick of it. Like, she was previously this extremely powerful devil of, like, the highest caliber, following her desires, like, slitting blood, eating heads, all that stuff. Slitting blood is not a word, shut up. And, like, her whole arc is trying to figure out, like, how to live her own life. It's going really bad for her so far, but it's going to a really interesting place. Like, literally as we speak.
Rock of Doom,
Yeah.
I'm gonna also ask that you watch Kamen Rider O's.
Yeah, please watch those.
Because O's is a lot of that also. Okay, so let me start from the beginning with O's, right? So, in O's, a king is like, I need to make some fucked up, stupid, powerful shit, right? So he hires his court alchemists, and they create a bunch of things called core metals.
Yeah.
And I think they take one from each set, because there's like, let's see, 6 sets initially. And they take one from each, and that basically makes them form into desire-based homunculi known as the Greed with 3 E's.
Oh, that's really good.
Because
Their
Kamen Rider
whole
O's-
thing is that they exist as, like, beings of pure desire who just want to become whole again.
Ow.
But they're also fucked up murder homunculi.
Yeah. That's pretty
Well,
much
these
just,
can
that's pretty much
coexist.
Kill 6 Billion Demon Devils to a T.
Yeah.
God. The angels are also
I-
really cool in Kill 6 Billion Demons. I might just info talk about them as well. Because
if you
I
don't
think
mind.
probably my favorite character in the comic is an angel.
Oh, there's only 5 of them. There's only 5. There's the 6th one comes later, but there's only 5 initially. My
Yeah.
bad.
Brock, before you go on the Angels, I have like the last little remnants of my story left. I'm sorry.
No, do it. Infodump taking turn stream. Titanfall's just there to
Okay.
look at.
Cool. Awesome.
It really
so this
is.
ties
It's
back into sort of how
background
magic
material.
works in this universe is that there's sort of 3 or 4 general concepts as to like how magic is performed and made and done. So you know you have learned magic, studied magic, which is your stuff like wizards,
Yeah.
mostly wizards, and mages. Not really different to those, just beyond like, are you part of a wizardic college or not?
Yeah. Wizardic.
I mean, yeah.
The dude.
And then you have like innate casters, like sorcerers and the like. And then you have ritual casters, which are usually religious in nature or in just doing all the fun shit, like druids to a certain degree. And then you have monks, which are fucking orc magic for the most part.
Pilot, your Titan is standing by. Call it when ready.
The thing about satyrs is that they sort of fall loosely into the religious magic, but they derive it from like nature around them in ways that wizards and other studiers of magic just do not fucking understand.
Targets and destroy them.
Nice.
By a lot. We must
Like
victory.
the thing about satyr magic is innate and far older than any other form of magic that people know. Also, areas that satyrs inhabit tend to have the least amount of weird consequences when it comes to magic and its usage. Weird how that works.
Yeah.
Weird.
That is weird. I will say, when writing satyrs, do your research on real human indigenous cultures,
Oh shit.
because that's what you're describing.
Oh shit. Fuck. My bad.
I mean, I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying, there's a habit among fantasy writers that I will not say I've never fallen into, because I've been ignorant and continue to sometimes be ignorant. To make the indigenous allegory a non-human race, which has which has implications.
Yeah,
mean, having-
I'd say don't do that. I
Having
would
fantasy
say don't
races
do
at
that.
all always has implications.
Yeah.
Which is that's part of why I find it really important to have having multiple different cultures of each fantasy race.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Because a race and a culture are very different things, and if you conflate them, it's you're using the language.
You are
racism.
going to trip over your own dick and explode.
And so, like that's
what I had meant to imply with satyrs is that, like, because of their like elves are the oldest around. Like that is generally how the old fantasy thing goes. And satyrs are like in this sort of second. Like they. And I'm realizing, oh yeah, it kind of just does sound like that when you put it like that. Yeah. I just wanted to be cool and like respect like the world around them in a way that made their magic at the very least sustainable.
Yeah.
And like I'm realizing though that this kind of does just fall into stereotypes of indigenous people.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, what it's like. Okay, where did they get that from? How do their practices work? Who else does things like this? Is it just satyrs? Why? Why has no one else learned from them? Like, if they've existed for so long, has there been cultural exchange with other cultures? Like, who else is using satyr magic? What cultures have satyr magic borrowed from? Like, did they make it all up, or did they like? Is there a type of magic that elves think is old-fashioned that satyrs still use because they like it better than whatever elves are doing these days? Who knows? And again, like, what are the different
I kind of like the last
cultures?
idea, and I might steal that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, what are the different elvish cultures? Do they agree on how magic should be used? What are the different satyr cultures? Do they agree on how magic should be used? Like,
yeah, shit. I have a lot of things to do.
The number one way to fall into the language of racism is the monolith. Like, oh yeah, all people of this race are the same culture, and it's like this, and it's like, no, that's never true.
No.
Like, every culture in the world is from a human culture. And they're so different. They're so different. And yet there are always common threads as well. And like, for a lot of times it's like, man, does this justify in its own race, or should this just be a human culture? Like, and then it's like, if it is its own race, what makes them different? What makes them inhuman? Why is this people being portrayed as inhuman, and how is that being done? Like, and like, you can have fun in like, you can have perfectly respectful inhuman races. Like, just because they're not technically human doesn't mean that they're necessarily being dehumanized, but it's something you have to watch out for, you know? Like, why isn't this a human? Like, what like, the distance is being put there for a reason.
You don't want to fall in that fucking Marvel pit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
now I'm starting to wonder why all of these, like, you know,
like,
fictional backgrounds exist for whatever reason that they... I don't know.
Yeah.
Defeat is not yet imminent.
Like, Marvel's whole thing of saying, oh, well, you can't have us, you know, pay taxes on our X-Men toys, because they're not humans, they're mutants. It's that kind of shit.
Oh my god. Literally, that's so vile. What? I didn't know they did that. Like,
yeah, they did that. They argued that shit.
In real life, recreating the social dynamics that they were created to critique, that's spectacular. Oh my god.
Like, you can't make
that
this
is fucked
shit
up.
Hold on.
That is fucked up. Oh my god.
Like, Marvel backed a court ruling that said X-Men weren't human.
Oh my god.
They're mutants.
You're fucking
This is
with me.
from like 2019.
It
was in 2003. It was in 2003.
Okay, that's too recent. But like 2019, I feel like, what do you mean? How did I miss this?
The article was put out in 2019. I thought it was like actually that, but it was in an American court of law. You said, yeah, you can't. Toys and animals are other non-human creatures and accessories thereof.
Yeah.
They manifest human characteristics at varying degrees. Oh!
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna write fantasy anymore, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh, man!
I don't mean to, like, put myself down or anything too much, it's just, like, I'm trying to reconcile, like, you know, what makes these, you know, literal characters that are people, like, that, you know...
I mean, listen, don't...
different from humans, it's like, oh shit, I cannot find a satisfactory answer for that.
I mean, that's like a step in the process, you know? That doesn't mean you should stop. If you, like, if you, like, let yourself stop at the first sign of, like, realizing that, there might be some flaw in my work that I need to fix, then you're boned, you know? Like, it's not that weird to encounter something that you didn't think of before and be like,
no, I know that. It's just, it's more like, I'm realizing I have an issue with fantasy as a genre.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. But there are issues with genres, but that doesn't mean that you should never touch them again. There's a lot of fun that can be had with like being like, hey, I'm evoking this genre because I want to talk about the problems that it has. Like, and not even as like a genre inversion. Like frequently, like one thing that you like frequently you could do is like invoke the fantasy genre, put orcs in it, and like have cultures think about them as an inhuman race to comment on how that happens to real people, right? Like, and then like when you meet orcs, like the stereotypes are wrong, like they're incorrect, like, and you can even have a thing where orcs aren't even a separate race, like they're just a kind of human that have been dehumanized, and you invoke fantasy specifically to talk about that.
I'm going to be 100% real.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah.
When I was thinking about making this thing, things like that had not crossed my mind because I thought, oh, orcs are people.
Yeah.
Elves are people.
Yeah.
They're all people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this world is like overcome their shitty ideas, but as an author, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
what differentiates them for me is specifically is like purely a role in the story kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're groups of people that populate the world.
Mm-hmm.
They make the world feel more lived in because there are different kinds of people.
Yeah.
To me, like, orcs and elves and, like, everything else, I'm not trying to evoke, like, how do I put this in this way? Fuck, I'm really bad at words, Brock.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what you're looking for then probably, like, what's the name of the central elf nation? Of the central elf culture that you want to have the role in the story? Like, because then the diaspora and elf cultures can have their own names and be their own thing, and then like the thing that you're thinking of as quote unquote elves is just the main elven culture that most people think about when they think of as elves. And even though that's not necessarily true of elves, like you already were talking about diaspora and elven cultures that got left behind by that main nation, which would be their own cultures.
Yeah, the Everwildian elves, because they belong to the Everwild. Those are the ones that like hold themselves up for the most part.
Yeah, and like even though they're both elf, they have different cultures. This is what I like about, like, I have a lot of fun with like making sure, like, I make a thing. It's like, okay, I want this kind of person to exist, and then I take a hammer to it. It's like, where are the fractures? Where are the fractures?
Yeah.
Where are the fractures?
So what I have here is like specific groups of these people.
Yeah,
and now I need to go further.
You've developed the main group, right? Like what most people consider to be like the culture, and then you need the countercultures, and like sometimes there'll be more than one culture if there are like multiple large viable cultures, like like in the real world, the United States is the big one in terms of imperialism, but is by far from the only one, Like, in our modern age, it's, like, the most important one to understand, and, like, what do you think of imperial
fucking
powers?
issue is, I can boil your issue down to one fucking thing.
Yeah.
Gwen, read more fantasy written by non-white people.
Oh my god. It helps.
You're right.
Like, it literally boils down to that. That's the rub, is that, like, if you get fantasy written by people who actually fully grasp the nature of, I understand what it's like to exist as an othered person in a society like this. You're gonna get fantasy written by people who actually give a shit and know. Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna get that from fucking... What's his nuts?
Tolkien.
Fucking Hobbit man and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get some tasty lore, but it's only gonna be from a cishet white dude's perspective.
And it's going to reflect the worldview that he's existing within, the assumptions that he has, and that, like...
And that's why orcs are like that in his fantasy.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, to be fair, I am operating very much in my own viewpoint, and, seeing a different one is always a good thing, like, for this kind of thing. Especially, like, ones that like, literally, like, are writing about the shit that I am, like, writing in the field I'm trying to write in, and are bring their own ideas to the table.
Yeah, and here we have like Bungo in the chat's also talking about like the part of the reason that they all like Pathfinders, because it does that for you in a way that D&D doesn't seem to. Like there are different cultures of things, whereas I mean D&D tries to do that, but D&D fails so many different things.
But D&D is like D&D is not successful in it because again it's a white cishet dude's idea of fantasy.
Unlike,
That's how you get so many quote-unquote evil races. That's
Yeah.
how you get, like, so
And-
much shit that is so fucking stupid, and it's like...
and
I wish I could peel you apart with all the bullshit you're writing here. Fuck off.
And like with D&D, you'll get like, oh, well, we have the expansion module where we did it right, where we got the right people for it. But it's
cool,
like,
why don't you do that in
it's
the base game?
downloadable DLC for the game. It's so crazy.
And it's like just put it in vanilla, idiot.
Oh my God.
Like, oh my god.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it is predicated on things being a specific way. You
It
are
is.
so right,
It is.
O'Shea. It's growing. It's so grimy.
To be fair, though, Rock, just to really mention another thing, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, I don't know if I should or could write about racism affecting even, like, you know, a fantasy person. I don't think I could do that. I just don't have the lived experience to create something like that.
You can
I mean-
you can definitely write a
guess.
thing about bigotry.
Yeah,
Right?
and-
it
yeah.
doesn't have to just be a solely like race-based thing. You could write something about someone experiencing biases.
Yeah, and like a lot of it is like part of the thing about the reason that a lot of people abstract it to the thing about elves is that like the same character can be about racism or about a different kind of prejudice. And another thing is like frequently a lot of the stories I write, you know, just because like I'll replicate these like power dynamics where like, oh, I bet this group is probably having a bad time. I bet, like, from the sounds of it, I think they're an oppressed group. But that doesn't have to be the focal point of the story. Like knowing that this is probably a world where racism exists doesn't mean that you have to be like, this story is about fixing the racism in the world and it's about, you know, revolution and all that. Like, that's not always true. Like
I have a
lot of
character,
it doesn't
an
have to be
OC
like
that exists
Yeah.
in the world I'm writing that is the literal victim of a lot of prejudice because
Friendly pilot has the flag.
it's a lot about like just the way demons are looked at in the society that I'm writing are like they're not always going to be seen in a positive light, and what's worse is that for sometimes there are people who have their own agendas that they want to fulfill. So there's I think like a person of the cloth who adopts like a demon child who is they find chained in the forest that they live in, abandoned by their parents because you know one parent has some demon lineage that doesn't fully show up and they keep themselves hidden looking human, and their kid comes out with horns and well
that's not good.
what are you gonna do? And you know, it's a lot about like not just the bigotry that child had to experience, but also just the nurturing and finding family where you wouldn't find it otherwise from people you thought you'd get it from in the first place. That kind of shit.
Yeah. And like in that case, like the prejudice is almost like an inciting incident more than anything. And preserves to like create it creates the world and the situation that the character is in.
Yeah.
I'm realizing maybe because like what I'm writing here is almost a direct allegory for like an issue that plagues us
Yeah.
like as people sociologically, not only sociologically, physically, but like it's a multifaceted issue, but a lot of it has to do with like how we work with other people. That's just the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah.
That's the nuts and bolts of everything, pretty much, and like, especially where we are having to look at ourselves as a society and say what we have done has been irresponsible and not fucking awesome. And we have to change that, even if our ways of life will radically change along with it. So looking into getting like, you know, a better understanding of shit, and like learning how to. I'm so bad at words, man.
That's fine.
Fuck.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Listen, I've been in your exact position, and part of it is like especially for you and me, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like, okay,
Yes.
is this misgiving I'm having a genuine misgiving, or is the porcelain cracking? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Am I
That is a big part of it. It's like,
being
okay, how much-
reasonable about this, or am I just like, you know, cracking at the first sign of of difficulty of having to do research and going like, oh no, as a white person, I can never write this story.
White guilt, white
It's
guilt,
so,
white
it's
guilt,
so
white
annoying.
guilt, white
It's
guilt.
so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally the most I can say it is, because it's not like harming me in any material way, and it's honestly more annoying to other people than it is to me.
Yeah.
Not
It's
to
just-
flex, I'm glad it's a debuff that I don't get, lol.
God. Okay, do you know the issue? From the sounds of it, it sounds like you guys still get it. Like, you're not even free of the
talking about?
internalized
Yeah.
racism. Like, it gets to some
Like,
people.
we're not, we're free from white guilt, that's all
fair.
I'm saying.
That's fair.
That's all
Honestly,
I'm saying. Like, we are not
yeah.
free from internalizing racism, because god fucking damn.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. The point is, y'all suffer from white guilt, and we don't, lol.
God.
You know what? Fair point.
But yeah, sometimes you just need to not listen to that shit. It's
Oh,
nothing.
no, I'm realizing on a lot of my misgivings, like, oh shit, it might be easier not to write this. It's like literally me just going like,
Oh,
damn.
too hard. Oh,
Too hard to
I don't want to do
learn.
research.
Like, literally, I am I love reading Wikipedia for finding new shit, and I'm balking now. It says a lot more about my thought process I just had there for a second than anything else could.
Anyway, shout-outs to, I mean, also part of this is why I like none of my books ever get written, but I end up running a tabletop campaign, is because I like including other people's thought processes in the things I make. It's so much fun.
Well, yeah, it's better that way. It's
so good.
It's free peer review.
Literally, it is. Like, while it's being written, you can be like, hey, is this a good idea? Is this fine? Is this good? Is this
Maybe
interesting?
this should be a fucking tabletop campaign.
Is,
Oh my
is
God.
this anything?
Is this anything? God. Anyway, I think we found the microscope crew.
Well, y'all want to play Microscope at some point?
Viv, are you interested in playing microscope on this channel?
Maybe. Who fucking knows?
Microscope?
Hey, are y'all
I have
okay?
time.
Question:
Microscope,
Are
well,
y'all
I'll set up
free
about it.
on?
You have to
are y'all
remember,
free
I
on
stream
Friday,
every
July
day, and
5th?
I'm busy.
Oh my God. No, this is the thing we're gonna schedule on stream. I'll talk about it
Yeah,
in
nah,
the...
we'll talk about it later.
I have-
We'll do it in post. We'll do it in post.
I have-
The
We'll
only
do
reason
it
I was
off
asking
camera.
is that's like one of my only days off.
I have a whole
Like,
stream
that's
planning.
not a Sun-
I have a whole
Saturday,
stream
Sunday.
planning chat in my server that we can use.
Yeah, it's straining, yeah.
Yeah.
That's straining.
Also, I see some whispers in chat. If you want to get in and you're one of the doomed, there's probably another spot at this table. I mean, I've this bunch of shit that I didn't read from O'Shea because I'm.
Yeah, fantasy racism, like, never really hits is the worst part, also.
Because it's done stupid. It's done like, oh well, there's this reason for it. Like what? No.
Yeah, right?
No.
Don't do that.
No.
That's something villains do.
Like no.
And even more annoying than that, I feel, is like, oh, we're having these just plain-ass, average, everyday, white, blonde people experience racism. It's like,
Literally.
are you
It's like,
fucking
Oh my
kidding
god,
me?
I just
Isn't this
realized
so bad?
I implied a magical indigenous person trope. Oh fuck.
It happens.
I did that.
It happens.
Yeah. No,
And then you
not
fix it.
intentional.
And then
I'm
you
going
fix
to
it.
fix
It happens and then
I'm
you fix
fixing
it.
it.
It happens and then you fix it.
Yeah, fixing
Like,
that one up.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a little bit of fucking spoilers for Final Fantasy XIV, but fucking Stormblood!
I'd love to, but we'll see. Again, that's what the stranding chat is for. We'll see who we can
Yeah.
fish up.
They fucking take you to fantasy Japan because like there's a race of people who are getting harassed because they are of a certain race by this other race of basically like fascists, right?
Uh-huh.
Trying to conquer all of the entire world.
Right.
And you beat their asses a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
But then they come back and they are basically doing like hardcore oriental racism to one race, and like another race is also getting like impacted by this.
Yeah.
And I can at least say the oriental racism is one thing, right? I can understand what that's that can go on because it's real, right? It's real.
Yeah.
The part that irks the shit out of me is that the person leading the charge of your anti-racism force is a blonde white woman, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
God, yeah. It's so nasty. It's so nasty.
I like Final Fantasy XIV a lot. One of my friends described Stormblood as baby's first racism, and yeah, it really boils down to that. what pisses me off the most
Oh
from
my God.
a like fan of the games.
Do not
Right,
get me
is
started
that,
about
like-
Avatar. O'Shea, do not get me started about
Yeah, don't
Avatar.
get me started about Avatar. Don't even get me
Don't
started
get
on
me
Avatar.
Let's not go down a rabbit hole.
The worst part about Final Fantasy XIV isn't even about Final Fantasy XIV in general. It's about the fucking fan base, right?
Yeah.
Because there's this colonizer freak racist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who you have to fight multiple times, and the fan base is like, "Ooh, be peaky," and I'm like, fucking 15 million perfectly good men in this game, and you're drooling over this weirdo fascist?
Unbelievable. You're allowed to customize. Custom build your own Bara Catboy, and this is what you're doing?
Like, literally?
This is what you're doing. Come on.
You know,
You can make a fucking... You can make a, like, a little
Fucking-
rabbit boy.
actually Build-A-Bear out here. And
Quite
this is what
literally.
you're doing. Oh, God.
yeah.
I'm not...
14's
not.
really good. I wish that Yoshi P didn't say that stupid shit about why there's no brown people in 14, and I wish that Stormblood was written better.
Wretch.
This is
Everything else,
unrelated.
though, that's fine.
It's unrelated, but I think the current brain worm I'm on is elves right now.
Helps.
That's my current one I'm
Is-
hyper focusing on. and
Is there a certain
Gee,
manga that's happening?
I never would have guessed, Gwen, looking at your fucking Discord icon.
yeah, fair enough.
God, yeah. And the worst part about O'Shea is, like, those are the two options. Like, there is no other perspective. Like, there's no... Are there any indigenous people in Skyrim? Do they
might be.
exist? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them. People don't talk about them. If they do.
The only thing I care about in the Elder Scrolls is fucking Dagathur, and that's it. That's all I care about.
Giants.
That's the thing about
Oh,
fucking... About, like, well-loved, Bethesda games, is that... Hey, what about this thing? And everybody, like, pushes it off screen. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Just don't talk about it.
So, O'Shea, can I get...
Not to talk about
Can
this.
I get a screen time in minutes on amount of giant characters that you can interact with? in
Like-
Skyrim? Can I get a screen time?
I know there's a reason people don't talk about Honest Hearts, but holy fucking shit!
What is Honest Hearts? I don't know.
Rock, run, just
Okay.
run, just don't.
No. I'm
Okay, I'm gonna boil it down
I'm
in
flipping
one
the
You should know.
in a couple of
You should
sentences. In
know.
a couple of sentences. Okay. First off, really bad native racism. That's
Yikes.
one.
Yikes.
2, white saviorism.
Oh,
That's
God.
2.
Jesus.
3, said white savior is a fucking Mormon.
Oh.
And 4, said white Mormon savior literally left a fascist group to become a pseudo white savior to a bunch of native people. I want to vomit.
What?
Honest Hearts is the absolute,
What?
the most, like, the pinnacle of failure in Fallout New Vegas' writing. It is the
Oh.
absolute...
Fucking
Right.
God.
I remember I was watching. Oh God, it was either Tia or oh God, who was it?
It might have been Bun. It might
I
have
was
been
Bun. It was probably Bun
actually.
when Bun was playing it. And I was
I know when we first did it, I was like making a face of oh no, it's
Yeah, no,
that bad, huh?
I think I was there for that, and I was like, this is unwatchable. This is agonizing. Oh my God. Yeah. No.
And I think the worst part about it is if you get sucked in, you can't leave until a point.
Oh no.
Yeah, until you, like, get back to a specific point, you cannot leave Zion.
That's oh, it's called.
Okay, let me explain that one real quick. It just takes place in Zion National Park in Utah.
Yeah, but wait, you guess why it's named that?
Oh! Right.
Do you think that's the indigenous name for that place? No.
Oh!
No.
Okay. I never claimed to be aware of things.
That's fair.
No, that's okay. That's too defensive.
That's fair. No, yeah, but still.
Yeah, you have
I'm
to,
chalking this
you
one up to
have
it in my B.
Someone's gonna hold it. Holding the L's fine. It's fine.
I'm holding the L.
It's good for the
I hold
family.
the L, and I'm not going to defend it. I'm fucking holding it.
L's are good for your health. That's why there's an L in that word.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
You heard it
They
from
don't
me.
tell you that often.
They don't tell you that. They
True.
want it to be a secret. Oh, I always forget about the big. I want one of these. Look at the big mecha
I
stand.
don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. Oh, it's cute. I like it.
They don't think. Why did you activate that? That's never mind. Actually, I'm embarrassed about what I just did, and I'm going to blow up.
What were you doing, boss?
Don't worry about it. It was just
Gotta share with the class?
No, remember those old, that one fucking app that you would just put, like, words into? Like, the origin of pizza pasta put it in a box. That thing. I just killed that dude.
Yeah.
Remember that era where those were everywhere?
The original TikTok, yeah. I do.
Yeah, there was one of those that was just, they don't think it'd be like it is, but it do, which became a meme because you know how people are.
Hey, you know where that fucking phrase comes from, by the way?
I do.
Yeah. What? What'd you say, Gwen?
Hold on. I'm trying to find the original, it is a quote by Oscar Gamble of the New York Yankees.
Okay.
That's the origin of that phrase.
Which phrase?
They don't think it like it is, but it do.
He's the first. I don't believe that he's the first person that said that.
He said it in, like, during his time with the Yankees, which was, like, the 70s or 80s.
Well, yeah, but, like,
about the organizational disorganization and circus-like atmosphere.
I mean, people probably just said that shit, though, right? About stuff.
Well, he's the first person who was quoted saying it. It is, like,
yeah.
one of baseball's immortal lines along with every single Yogi Berra-ism. This is me, playing my baseball trap card.
Once again, I have to say thank you for black people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have shit otherwise. Anyway.
Wouldn't have, like, all the music genres I love, for one.
Please blow up. Why are you hurting me? Stop it. I'm filled with love and kindness, and I've never harmed anyone. Give that.
Just to, like, fucking black people's, like, contributions to the, like, to arts, and, like, fucking... I'm bad at talking.
Yes!
That's fine. You know, don't mind me. I'm gonna be sitting here seething with rage over, like, how fucking Caucasian Tumblr is for a minute, excuse me.
That's alright.
Reasonable. Oh, he wants me dead. Goodbye.
Oh, sorry, Oscar Game will play for 7 fucking teams.
Oh, I hope you can hear, like, the deep-set internalized screams I just made thinking about it.
I did. They were quite loud.
Yeah.
Very impressive. You got some
How
lungs in
many
there.
fucking Caucasian-ass Tumblr polls you need to make before we can talk about Taylor Swift again? Shut the fuck up!
Anyway. I do wish people would shut the fuck up about Taylor Swift.
I also wish this.
We've said everything. She's been in the public eye for so long that we've said literally everything. I promise.
Oh, I can find a couple new things to say.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
everyone
I don't think
thinks.
so either.
That's what everyone thinks.
I don't think so either.
Everyone thinks that, and then they say it, and it turns out that they were wrong. We've said it.
Enemy pilot attacking.
We've said it. And like, there were things to say, but we said all of them. It's so shocking. But now we're done. We can stop. I'm just stepping on random little guys for points now.
I think if Taylor Swift was a transformer, she would turn into a jet plane and a tanker truck like Octane.
Thank you for that.
Interesting. I guess, you know what? Maybe no one said that before. Although, we'd have to check, honestly.
To be fair, it is based a lot on the Taylor Swift
on the
private
jet plane. Yeah, no, we understood.
Fuel consumption.
We understood.
And it is a spin on that.
It's been said, though. We know.
It's technically new.
And... Hi, dude.
Gwen, you're my friend. I care about you. You are grasping at the most straws right now. I have to be honest.
I am a fucking soda jerk, and I'm grasping at these straws.
Oh, I can take it to the bank. I have to take it to the... No, get out of there.
Would you care for a cherry soda float?
That sounds...
Look, I don't care what kind of thing you jerk. That's none of my business, alright?
God.
You know, like Luke in The Last Jedi, where he's milking that fucking thing for its green milk? I'm doing that with soda fountains.
What? Huh?
That's what I said.
What?
I'm grasping the delicious breast of Dr. Pepper and squeezing for dear life.
That's not what you said before. That was worse.
Chat room, I live a very, very
that was worse.
Exhausting life, I think.
It sounds like you do, I'm sorry.
I am so beleaguered.
Hey, by the way, everybody, you can give Viv your money. Viv, do you want to drop your link?
Oh, yeah, all this and more. All of my beautiful, awesome voice and more at twitch.tv/NB Black Sheep.
Let's go.
Follow today.
Follow
I'll
today.
be back next week. We're starting with SMT. We're starting with Yakuza 7. Yakuza 0. Kiwami. Whatever the fuck, who cares?
Honestly,
I'm so frazzled by everything that's going on, I can't speak coherently.
I mean, if you're
It's over for me.
following me and not Viv, I don't know where you came from, honestly.
Hey, if you're not following me, twitch.tv/Nintendo.
All of my followers came
don't.
from you.
Follow Viv instead, please. Thank you.
What do you mean?
Oh, I said
I'm
if
sure
you don't
your
follow
wonderful
me,
roommates were
don't follow
following
Viv.
you long
Okay,
before they
that's
followed me.
That's true.
Oh.
Probably true. Although I don't know. It's not. I saw a person, a dude. No, I. Oh, and I failed.
This is so sad. This is so sad. Dog.
Madeline is sending me a lot of very good things to think about for satyrs right now, and I don't have any responses to these ideas, but fuck, they're good.
Shout out, friends at the table. If you want to hear role-playing, actual play podcast that's done by a bunch of gay people of color, there's 10 years of content, and it's all really good. It starts off where most of them are new to role-playing, and like the first couple seasons are a little awkward, but they're fun. And then every season just gets better for 10 years. It's crazy, the shit that they do.
So I'm
Rewrote
going to
my brain.
I'm going to have to read this one direct, because this is such a fucking great idea that, like...
Get over here.
So,
I've been
satyrs are, like, sort of based off of goats, correct? Like, that's their whole thing.
Yeah. Like, go people.
So, like, they would probably settle around places that have high concentrations of salt, because salt is, like, needed for,
Like,
you know,
like
goats.
mountains where ghosts live.
Yeah, like mountains. You know what? Where else has salt? Oceans.
Wet. Make those goats wet. Stink.
Even
Stinky.
better though.
Icky pooey.
Potential idea.
Have you smelled a wet
Are
goat?
satyrs able to drink salt water?
They like it. Ah, I've been blown up. They like it. They like to drink it.
Enjoy that
I
thing.
like this.
Since satyrs are very much on peace and love and care about each other, what does that mean for war?
Oh, some of them probably fight.
Fuck. These are good questions. I have no answers for them. Thumbs up.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Also, you should also look out. I might be in a tabletop campaign pretty fucking soon.
Yeah, Bev E.
Behind the
Have you played much tabletop, Viv?
I played a couple games. I've been in a couple. They usually petered out. I was in one like last year before.
Okay, you'll probably be good because
That kind of fell apart because I was dying.
I've just heard some things about the Bev E system, and they are really modding the shit out of that game. So I'm like, you know, if you
Oh hell yeah!
if you haven't played a tabletop game before, maybe we could get you some warm-up rounds over here first.
I have a link to all the shit Bevy's done. Would you like to see it?
I would, with their permission.
Give me a minute. Well,
I should ask them about it, probably.
I have the doc like right now. It's up on my fucking thing.
Are they?
Still.
Do they want you to share it?
I mean,
You should probably ask.
yeah, I'll ask.
Better ask for permission than for forgiveness.
Yeah. All right.
Our sniper duel will be legendary. Oh, I'm losing. Fuck. Oh, don't kill me. I'm cute. Ah! I died.
This is so sad.
I'm really sad.
Hey, shit, so this whole thing is about, like, the use of resources and, like, how they are impacting the whole world for them, right?
Sector A is clear of remnant.
Dwarves make a lot of their living mining resources and crafting things out of them.
Yeah.
There might be groups of dwarves that don't take so kindly to being told that their way of life is, like,
Yeah.
harmful and they might have to change it.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder. If it's
Also,
valid.
other than changing their own ways, the Everwild elves decided to seclude themselves.
Are you still in here? Oh my god, you totally are, you beast. Get out of there.
Maybe the thing about Satyr magic not affecting them as much isn't due to any particular thing that they do. Maybe it's just a... I don't know, maybe it's just a way of, like, thinking the worst isn't happening. Not saying, obviously, every group of these do this, but, like, these people do this because that is, again, monolithic, but, like, you know, there might be specific ways to look at this that are, like, you know, reflect a lot of how people handle information like this.
I've died. I've been blown up. The cat! I have to go see her!
And, like, you know...
No one will stop me. No one will stop me. I have to see Blaze. No, they're killing her! I have to defend her! My queen! No! Stop!
Burn it.
No! I'll get you for this. Ow, I died.
Avenge your queen.
I failed.
That's so sad.
Squimper.
Literally
sob.
Squimper.
Weep. Squimp.
Give me this.
There was a deep part of my brain that just resonated right now and asked me, what if there were shrimp people?
This is the correct
Treeple.
question to be asking. Treeple.
Sheeple. Real sheeple.
This is what sheeple means in my heart.
True.
people.
It's true. Much to think about when it comes to Tia adding that.
Hey, can you leave me alone?
I mean, if you want, I can leave right now.
Not you.
Yeah,
You're my
I
beloved
can
friend,
go.
and I love it when you're here. I'm talking to this scorch
Thank
who
you.
wants me dead.
Hey, you know, here's a really good question. There's no way in hell that all the dwellers of the Void Worlds, the Void Walkers, I have been calling them, which I think might be something from Final Fantasy XIV now I think about it.
Maybe, I don't fucking remember.
Might be Endwalker, is what I'm thinking of.
You're not an Endwalker. How the fuck do you know?
Actually, that's the name of something.
Okay, yay.
I guess my point is that, like, not everyone that lives there is going to be, like, you know, purely devoted to destroying the other world that they, like, exist in parallel to. There might be resentment, but, like, you know, not everyone has... People are not a monolith.
Yeah.
One of the ideas I had for the main plot unfolding is that neither worlds can, like... Now that both worlds exist, they exist in balance, and if one of them is gone or radically changed to resemble the other, like, as in, like, taken over or magically subsumed or whatever, the entire thing falls apart. They exist in a binary system in which they both, like, have to exist.
When playing to the Symphonia.
My idea was more, fucking... What am I thinking of?
I did an okay job. I'm so talented at mechs.
Does Deltarune do that?
Do what? Oh, the Dark World?
A little bit.
A bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's where I took it from, for the most
Yeah,
part.
the Symphonia also does that.
I don't know what Tales of Symphonia is. Is that the Dreamcast RPG?
No, you're thinking of Skies of Arcadia.
It's so
Damn
warm.
it.
It's
It's
so
Tales of
Tales
Symphonia.
of Symphonia is the it's the Tales of game that's like your what is it?
Is it the one where you time travel and you're in a bunch of different eras?
Actually,
No,
hold on.
that's Chrono Trigger.
Fuck.
My beloved co-host.
Now I know you're doing a bit.
My beloved co-hosts. Can you distract
That's
Chapman
me.
for a moment while I use the bathroom?
All right.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Go
I'll be right
go piss, girl. Anyway.
Thank you.
Good piss, girl.
No, that's the Tales of Symphonia is the Bandai Namco RPG where you're like one of the dumbest idiots alive trying to help a girl on her quest. Essentially.
I see. So it's kind of like that one game by Project... I was called Project IG. That's an anime group. What the fuck is that, like, one-word title of a game that is about taking a girl to do stuff in the desert for the PS2? Maybe like I see made Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh,
What the fuck
Eco.
is the... Eco! Thank you! It sounds like Eco to me, but I know it's probably not. Yeah.
I love knowing things, chat room. So smart, and everyone loves me.
I love thinking
It's-
about things and like having my creative ideas challenged in a way that is like helping me like redefine them a little bit.
Yeah,
You
it's healthy. It's healthy to look at shit and go, okay, who... If I'm writing this, who does this hurt? And why?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for yawning. I am the tired.
I return
Hello.
Damn.
from my journey.
Fucking speed ran that piss, I guess.
I'm so good at pissing. Yeah, no, we'll let that rock. We'll let that rock.
Teehee.
It's funny because that's your name.
That's the bit. Thank you for noticing. I'm so funny.
Anyway,
It wasn't hot earlier today, and now it is. And I need to call someone about this.
talk about NFT, man.
Which one? There are a lot of men.
Stupid. Sorry, I'm on fucking Twitter. That's some stupid shit.
"13 minutes? I just don't believe that. I believe that's lies."
Could be. It could also be the truth. You just don't know.
That's true. 12. We're in seconds now.
People on Twitter for like a minute shut the fuck up about smiling friends. I'm so tired.
Oh, I don't see anything about that ever, so maybe you should just kill some of those people.
True. Understandable. What?
Honestly, it's so funny. Part of the danger of being of following a bunch of people for Sonic the Hedgehog art on Tumblr is sometimes they'll post art of some other cartoon that I don't care about, and some of them I can tolerate.
Yeah.
Some of them I can tolerate, but sometimes Hell of a Boss will pop up and I just block them immediately.
Yeah, I'm of the exact same mind. By the way,
What
Bev
show is
thinks
this?
okay,
Don't worry about
Hell of
it.
a boss.
We don't need to get into it, honestly.
Oh, it's Voozy Poop or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the stronger Viv anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway,
True.
Bev gave me the green light. Check this shit out.
Let's go. Hold on, let me pop this open while I'm waiting for a match. Let's go, Google Doc.
Look at all this shit
Oh,
that
it
he's
says
done.
spreadsheets. Let's go, dude.
It's fucking crazy, actually.
Let's
Oh,
go. Okay, what do we got?
you know what's the worst part about looking up like Sonic the Hedgehog shit online is that like there's an 80% chance people aren't gonna be fucking normal, and I'm gonna like pull them apart with my teeth. I swear to fuck.
Literally.
Anyway.
Literally.
Oh hey, you're in the game now.
I'm
Yay.
in. I see. Interesting. This is... Okay, this probably isn't finished, because I'm looking at Monk and it looks like Artificer. Unless Bevy's really cooking.
Bevy's kind of cooking, I'm not gonna lie to you, boss.
You know what's something I like thinking about sometimes?
Yeah, that's the default. Okay, what?
Destroy all
Fantasy food.
Yeah.
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 I still really want to eat a fucking... We're talking about fantasy food? Take a look, incredible. These monsters once were edible, so everybody take a look at combat creatures you can cook.
Oh my god, no! That was my target coupon at home.
I don't know what this is.
Fighting foodons.
I'm going to get myself killed so oh my god, they're all here. I have to run away.
Fighting foodons. I still think the fantasy meal I want to eat the most is that fucking Monster Hunter meal. Please give it to me. Inject it into my veins right now.
We're just talking about fictional food in general.
I didn't do it.
Hold on. Let me think. My first thought was bad, and from a younger version of me that still exists somehow. Stuffing you back to help.
It's the layers. You know about the layers.
Oh yeah, I'm putting back the onion skin over this one. Glens are like layers. Onions.
So true.
You know, I hadn't thought of what I was going to say until it's gone.
Tragic.
Yeah, it's gone. Tragic. Oh, you know what? In the Dandori battles in Pikmin 4, there's these like big golden pears. It weighs the same as a normal pear, from what I remember, so it should probably be edible.
Eat that thing.
I do want to eat that.
I don't know.
I'm also not gonna lie to you. The way that Louis describes cooking the enemies in there, I know it's fucked up and weird. Yeah. I can kind of see it sometimes.
With who specifically?
Like out of the Pikmin, fucking. Let me see here. Hold on. Look up the recipe book.
Destroy all enemy titans.
I love to destroy all enemy titans. Where are my teammates going? I shouldn't be alone again. I want battery. No one's contesting this battery, so I take it. It's for me. Now I have shields, which I like.
So you know the Smoky Prague, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good, Viv?
Listen, you can do what you want to do. I'm just like, okay, I'll let you have this. I have nothing to add. I have nothing to comment. You do you, boss.
Apparently the egg tastes good when smoked.
Of what?
The Smoky Prague from Pikmin.
If you're gonna eat like Mamuta veal, that's on you. I'm not about
Oh
that.
right, they are fucking. That's weird. Yeah, nope, forgot about that.
How the fuck they lay an egg that big?
I don't know. Okay, you know like the crawmads, those little like crustacean dudes. Those dudes look tasty.
Totally wasted my smart core. Oh well.
Also the bread bug. But apparently, according to Louis, those things are like flavorless.
The brug.
Also,
I need a Bloister, I think.
You need a what?
No, what is
fair.
the Bloister? The Raging Bloister.
Also, I'm gonna be real. Smoky Prague is not Mamuta veal. That is Mamuta fucking balut.
Oh, I died. Because I'm a fool.
Mamuta row.
Yeah, that too. Mamuta's notes in for Louis say inedible, tastes like chicken.
That's still so fucking funny.
What did he mean by that?
Well, you can eat it once.
he tried.
Well, it might be, you know, dangerous to the inhabitants of PNF 404. But also, they have chicken on their planet? Alright!
They do have carrots, to be fair.
I wonder if it's full-size chicken. Are chicken
It's not.
Are chicken like their dragons that they like eat?
Oh
No.
my god, that'd be so funny.
Nah. See, here's the thing, right? Is that the planet Hokotate is like a weird planet where they kind of have dogs and they kind of have carrots. Like they have a lot of kind ofs that are very similar. It's also a really, really small planet. It's a sister planet to another planet that a lot of other Pikmin characters that are like of a similar species come from.
Right.
What's the name of that planet again, Gwen?
There's Hokotate and, fuck, what is the other one?
Destroy all enemy types.
I used
You know
to
they're
know this.
similar. They're similar, but they can survive.
It has the
oxygen.
Atate, suffix.
Kopai.
Oh, yeah.
Kopai.
That's Kopai. Yeah. Never mind. I was wrong. You know, I gotta say, I love the whip-tongue bullboard. Not as an eating thing, it just looks funny.
But yeah, so they can't survive in oxygenated like areas. Like they go so far in the first weekend game to say, uh-oh, the dead leaked oxygen and shit like that. So I need a groovy long legs.
Viv, that thing is like 95% metal.
Delicious.
Well, I need iron in my diet, bitch. What do you want?
Okay,
from me?
I'm gonna give you Louis' description because
Yeah, I
the way
know,
he
I
describes
read
it
it. I'm
is
fucking around,
genuinely
I'm
sounds
fucking
disgusting.
I'm fucking around. You know I'm fucking around. Anyway,
Whoa!
Challenging you
Oh,
to eat a sovereign Bulblax.
tone. Welcome back, OJ.
that thing's like the size of a dog. I don't want to eat that thing.
Oh my god,
Okay,
someone
fair
got
enough.
a grenade?
Just the regular Emperor Bulblax then. It's a little smaller.
That thing's like a weird, like... That thing's the size of like a chihuahua. Like, if this ever in Bullock's the size of like an actually, like, average-sized dog or like a puppy, that thing's like an actual real dog.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
hate that fucking
the
thing.
Emperor Bulblax, or the Sovereign Bulblax is about the same size as the Sire Hound, so yeah, I guess you're going from there. We're not eating the fucking ancient Sire Hound. That's just I'm just
yeah.
prefacing with that.
Why not?
They don't even talk about it in there either.
Oh, Louis does, to be fair.
Louis does
Louis
not talk about
says-
eating the ancient Sire Hound.
No,
he's
he
not
has,
talking
he
about
says,
eating it.
He says, quote, the ultimate ride, plush and comfortable. Wish you could bring it home with me.
Yeah, but you fucking made that thing go nuts, freak. Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of dogs.
Do you know what's intriguing about rock Pikmin?
I'm a Pikmin.
Actually, there's a bunch of funny ones just for the Pikmin.
I'm a Pikmin.
Pikmin don't talk. They kind of do, but they don't.
I do.
They go,
Glad you do. Yay.
so all the ones that he writes for the Pikmin are very funny. For, Red Pikmin here, let me grab, where's the notes? Louis'
So
notes.
fucked up. I'm stuck on a building. Stop pushing me.
Looks like a pick carrot. I bet it tastes good, but I'm practicing self-restraint. That's what a
Freak.
liar sounds like.
Freak!
I'm practicing.
Absolute
self-restraint.
freak!
That's so crazy.
About yellow
God.
Pikmin, when I look at it, all I see is ears.
Thanks, Louis. Really?
On Rock Pikmin, I think I broke a tooth on one of these. So he's just lying.
Make your PNG the rock Pikmin first stream. That can be done so easily.
Winged Pikmin. I went to the dream I was abducted by a winged specimen. Ice Pikmin. A kitchen essential used for freezing ingredients and storing leftovers.
When I see an alien.
I need to punt that dude down a flight of stairs.
I wanted Louis plushie just so I can fucking punch that thing.
Well,
Oh
get
my
cracking.
god. White Pikmin, not to be ingested, best used as bait.
I think the worst one is, not the worst one, but the most interesting one is what about Glow Pikmin, where Louis notes does not smell alive.
Yeah, that's my favorite fucking one out of all of them.
That one's freakish.
Purple Pikmin just says very heavy, tenderizing the meat would be way too difficult. I've been saving the blue Pikmin one for last. I look at that mouth and want to put my hand in it, just to see what would happen.
Freak!
What's your problem?
Freak. Absolute freak.
Louis, you fucking freak!
Louis and fucking Laios would have a field day, dude.
Laios is just the "you're so sweet, hello human resources" meme when it comes to Laios versus Louis. And I'm calling
Yeah,
human
basically.
resources on Louis.
Get him.
Good.
Get him. Kill.
Get that freak.
Kill.
Viv, would you eat a burger and snagger it?
No?
Why not?
No way?
Why? It's a bird.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a bird. You don't see me jumping at the bit to fucking eat a goddamn penguin now, do you?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. No, I wouldn't do that.
Once again, chat room, I live a very tired life. Please follow Rock of Doom so she can have affiliate so I can say donate to Rock of Doom. I need to do it, it's enrichment for me.
Oh, everyone's over there, so I shouldn't be here. Run away! Stop. Stop.
Now, to clarify, chat room, I would not eat a penguin.
Why not?
Don't seem right.
They're not special. They're birds. Fuck them. I'm gonna die.
Why the grub chucker got a pussy on its
Can I-
forehead anyway?
Why the what?
Oh, funny thing about the grub chucker pussy forehead.
Fine.
Louis notes. Pluck off the lips and serve a lemon and salt as an appetizer.
I'm a failure.
See, I told you that thing had a fucking coochie on its noggin.
He does call it lips, is the thing.
Okay, so
don't
if you
like
don't know,
that.
if you don't know what we're talking about, Rock, I'll post it in
No, I don't- I
VCT.
don't actually need you to do that.
I've already done it.
Fuck. Fine.
I've already done it.
Fine, I'll
It's
look
too
at
late.
it. Let me look at it. Let me look at this wretched thing you posted. Oh, hold on. I don't need to join my own. Yeah, I don't like that. The rest of the beast is
I
excellent.
told you.
And honestly, I would have looked at it and seen like a beautiful like helmet frond or something. But knowing what I know now,
Nah.
it upsets me.
That's a pussy.
Yeah, sure, yes. Giving a new meaning.
Who hated me putting the W in there? Was that was that Andrew hating me saying pussy with a
That was
hard
me
W?
for a while. That was me for a while.
Giving
Okay.
a new meaning to the word head.
Let's fucking go, dude. That's awesome.
I did so bad. I did so bad. It's tragic.
Seasoned with salt and pepper with the sun squish. I would not eat the sun squish.
Why
I
not?
would eat any bug, I think, in Pikmin.
You wouldn't or would?
Would not.
But why?
I think I made my point increasingly clear. Why he got a little ass? Why the puff stool got a little ass? Anyway.
The squats. I would absolutely eat the puff stool. I'm not lying to you, Viv.
You're a freak. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it wrong to fucking eat mushrooms now?
Dude, it's got legs and is sentient a little bit.
It's sentient but not sapient.
This is so
You don't
funny.
fucking know that.
This is so funny. As
Well, I
someone who
can't exactly
knows-
talk to it.
I only know as much Pikmin as my roommate has info dumped to me, and none of this is what I know. So this is really something from my perspective.
Okay, Viv, would you eat a chicken? Would you eat a chicken?
Listen.
No, answer the question.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about the same level of sentience we're working out with the puff stool. And I'm going to
You don't
fucking put that
fucking
thing.
know that.
I'm going to fucking put that thing on a burger like it's Shake Shack.
Alright,
Thank you.
Laios, calm down.
This is stupid.
You're realizing this now?
Maybe.
Chat room, we've approached critical mass.
Yeah, well, fortunately we're reaching towards the end of stream, so
To the turn, I
You're sick.
return.
why are you
Oh
back?
hell yeah. My bit. Stolen.
Okay.
I'm literally fucking with you. I said I was fucking with you last time I said this.
I can't tell.
But you can't. I can't tell when someone tells me something explicitly. Mood, honestly.
I mean, you told me that once about the thing earlier. Don't know if that applies to the same thing now.
I see. Oh, I've been killed by someone else.
No one believed me when I'm just playing toys. We are just playing toys. We are goofing. We are new boo goofing.
I love how, okay, this dude's accusing someone else in our game of cheating, and the first thing on his list of, he accused him of using wall hacks and fake stats, which is true. Oh, and he's added aimbot, but the first thing he accused him of for cheating is just using using the Spitfire.
Well,
which is just one of the guns that you could use. Like, it's a gun. You can use it. I shouldn't have done this.
Love blocking people on my Twitter account. It is so fun.
It's delightful.
I simply do not want to see that shit. Don't put Dream Daddy hole and pole on my feed in 2024. I will kill you.
Oh my god.
Please put Samus hole and pole on my feed. Thank you.
You can find that so easily.
It's true.
Oh, it's commonly on my feed.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm getting shot at by bullets. Help me. Dies.
Oh, this is sad.
I'm a fool. I know nothing.
Pilot, you
I do play
almost
the
have
role
your
so fun.
target. Keep fighting.
What? Oh, I thought it was said, my bad.
Stinky little man.
Stinky little man.
I injured put a picture of plastic in PCT.
Can I hit the, can I hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
button?
You got it, boss.
Yep, it still cuts out. I don't know why.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I don't know why either. I also really like that guy. He's a little smelly guy. I like him. Guy who stinks probably.
Wait, the dude he's accusing of cheating isn't in this game. He's just complaining about some random man. What?
Okay, call it. This
Skill
user
issue.
is
Anyway.
either like 12 or 30.
30.
30.
What 12-year-old's playing this game?
Literally.
Got me there.
Why is this trending?
To be fair, I was also playing TF2 at 12.
Different TF2 nerd.
I mean, yeah, but it's still just his age.
That one was way more accessible.
I'm being toxic.
Oh my god, Rock!
Toxic. Sorry. I don't regret the things I've said.
Incoming lockdown.
To be fair, that was the funniest thing you could have said. Has not talked since. Interesting.
No, we're kind of all clowning on him. If he knows what's good for me, we'll shut up. Oh, I got him. Nice. I'm gonna die down here, though. Unless I don't. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm still fucking Tone? Whatever. I'll play Tone, I guess.
We are winning, but not by
Please don't do that.
fight and win.
I just saw some cursed shit on my feed. Don't do that, I swear to God.
Don't do that, only villains do that.
There's a tweet on my feed that says, "Hey guys, want to see a magic trick? Shows Aaron Hansen I saw the TV glow. If you don't fuck off right now,
No! Shut up.
if you don't fucking stop that shit right now,
Shut up.
put that thing back where it came from, or so help me."
I promise you that there are real and interesting trans women that you can be strange about on the internet.
Yeah.
You don't have to transvestigate Aaron Hansen? Like, what is happening?
I hate.
Hate!
Like, not only
Tell you how come
do we have to scrap? We have to like cling for like support from like actual mealy mouthed racists. Is this what we're doing right now?
I mean, it seems to always be what we're doing for some godforsaken reason.
Please don't remind me. I take psychic damage every time I go online, and it's like another. Hey, can we pat racist on the ass hour every minute? I'm like, I just want to leave. I just want to eat a cheeseburger, bro. I don't want to hear about Johnny racist number 45 or Jane racist number 46. Simply give me a burger.
I do want a burger right now.
I wish you hadn't said that, because I don't have the money for a burger.
I also don't.
I'm gonna go in and out right now, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You get California's most mid burger.
I mean, In-N-Out does occupy the spot of, like, the only cheap burger around here anymore, ever since Five Guys sold out.
Yep.
Ow.
Yeah, well, guess what? Everywhere's selling out because it's harder and harder to exist because some jack-off in a fucking business suit somewhere is like, I think should cost more.
Like, it's crazy.
And just everybody rushed out of the room.
2 digits. End of sentence.
Like, $18 for a Big Mac? That Big Mac better fucking suck me from the front and back. You're out of your goddamn mind.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
It doesn't. It doesn't do that.
And the money is going to Zionism? Are you fucking smoking crack out of a glass pipe? Probably not, because we can't afford it.
This dude is still ranting in chat. What is he saying?
Uh...
I have no idea what this dude is on about. I'm genuinely confused. There's some sort of...
I had to allow a term in chat.
Thank you, my only mod. I think you're still the only person I've modded.
Really?
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to modding anyone.
That's funny as fuck.
You should mod me as the wild card.
I love having like second most power to decide who lives and who dies.
It's true. That's what you deserve.
Thank you. Maybe someday I'll be like mods in other USC channels, so my power can grow.
They haven't modded you yet?
I'm modded, I think, in Dak, Tia, and Sveri's chats, but not in Bev or Ty's chat. I don't think. I'm not around enough to be a mod.
Yeah,
we're streaming at the exact same time.
Like
so...
I never hang around Bevy or Sveri's chats either because they're so late. I never go.
I mean, Sveri streams kind of early-ish, like...
I wish Viv would mod me, but last time I got modded, I banned someone for the funny, and that was it.
Ow. Begging Tia to mod me to no avail. Okay, hold on, O'Shea. Hold on, O'Shea, I got you.
I can't be modded anywhere.
I got you.
I still haven't achieved egomaniac status in Thai server, and I'm not sure if I'll ever have it.
I got you, O'Shea.
Yeah!
2 mods.
Hey, Rock of Doom, what if it was 3 mods?
What if there's 3 mods?
I sword.
The problem, Gwen, is that, I think I'm funny. And the funny option here is not to mod you, so I'm not going to be doing that, sorry.
This is like being bisexual and not pulling anyone.
Me!
Me!
Oh my god, we should like hang out or something.
Hey, it's almost Pride Month, go make something LGBT happen.
It's almost the end of Pride Month.
Who's ready for wrath? I'm honestly quite tired of it.
I'm also quite tired of it.
But I will bring it. I will.
I kind of just want to, you know, LGBT month of commiseration and, like, healing.
Well, that's what this one's supposed to be, but we have done a bad job at it.
We've done a bad job. It's just... To be fair, not all of it is to our own detriment.
Can I
a lot of people make
Can
a lot of money. Gunshot Brian, that motherfucker.
I did it bad. Hey dude, can I get you?
You did your best.
I'm a failure.
I did it! Gunshot Bride! That counts.
I went back to my Warhammers, I wasn't paying attention for a second. That's exactly the kind of mod I'm looking for. What kind of guys are you painting and what colors are you using?
Sector A.
Tell me about your Warhammers instead of working on them. Fool. Buffoon.
Playing Warhammer tabletop, but making all of my miniatures out of used Lego.
Warning.
That sounds dope.
Because it probably is cheaper.
Why is it
Also specifically used. I'm not giving Lego any money for new parts.
Everyone's hurting me and they should stop immediately. Lol.
That is how you
Lol.
He didn't get into his Titan
warning.
because of my murder.
This game looks so fucking fun.
It's dope.
Wish I had it.
Sector B is clear of Rebel fleet forces.
Do I have money? I don't remember.
I think every gay person should be compensated by the government to be able to learn how to do a flip.
That should be part of public school education. The sick flips.
I think I should just have $1 million for being a lot of things at once. Being a multiple minority should be my. I should just get paid for being one.
Literally.
It should be like a Balatro multiplier.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh no! My assassination was successful. Oh yeah, I can read about the minis. I'm just building right now. A friend's gonna teach me painting techniques on Saturday. I'm building the intro set Space Marines, which I don't care about, so I can practice on them. But I'm gonna paint them Noise Marine and Sons of Malice colors, so white and purple and some white and black for others. That sounds extremely dope. I look forward to it. You have to send me pictures or I'll get really sad.
Can you guess what army I'd like to play in 40k the most? Your prize is nothing if you do.
Oh, my dude's alive? That's so crazy. I thought he was dead. I was giving this to another player, or I thought.
I wish I could ban a mod.
Why? Balatro Markiplier? What? What? What are you talking about, dude?
Shut the hell up. Thank you, enjoyed it.
Balatro Markiplier. I'm sorry. I was watching a King of the Hill clip.
I don't even
Where
understand.
they basically tell him to his face that he has no ass.
I don't even
But
understand why this was
that's-
said.
so-
I said Balatro multiplier
No.
first is something, and then
Balatro Markiplier.
O'Shea does the thing I do to Viv.
Yeah, I stand by my mod. That was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. However, I agree with. I have to agree with Injured also.
Yeah. Oh, also, oh hey Andrew, do you know who mod is?
Yeah!
Also,
The
O'Shea,
conga line keeps going and Gwen can't join.
I feel like DW outside of the
Dude.
fucking pool.
You're that fucking cat caught inside that little fucking baby pen right now, girl.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, no, I do not play Underfolk. Or Skaven? Skaven? Don't know how you say it.
Pizza, pasta, put it in a box.
Deliver it to my house and put it in a box. Can I get a
That's
box?
so true.
Box.
Hope that helped.
Hmm?
It's not Nurgle. It's none of the Chaos
Nurgle.
Gods.
Why? I want to create chaos. I want power to
It's
be
not
used
nuns.
poorly.
It's not the Adepta Soriatus. Sisters of Battle, whatever the fuck they are.
Okay, this is gonna be my last one because I'm hungry as fuck.
Fair.
Hungry.
I'm just gonna tell you because you haven't guessed it yet. It's orcs.
It works.
It's
I feel like that was
It's
sort of,
orcs.
that sort of gimme. I just forgot they existed.
It's all good.
Not gonna lie to you.
Listen, I fucking love the aesthetic of like their mechas and shit, just being like scrap thrown together. Like
Ugga bugga hubba? What I miss, huh?
I'm talking about orcs in 40k and how I like the aesthetic of their
yeah,
builds.
that's fun. That's
I
fun.
love the scrap
It does need
look.
It does need more deco.
It doesn't even work like that. Like, it reminds me of, if you ever read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's like how the Vogons are like, these massive yellow fucking, like, rectangles, that, to quote Adams himself, say, hung in the air the same way that bricks don't.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Fuck, I love that shit.
It's so beautiful. It's the words.
Thank you. I feel like, you know, obviously no author is perfect. Unless there's some shit I don't know about, I do like...
No, I like Hitchhiker's Guide. It's funny.
I like Hitchhiker's Guide.
It's funny.
It's a good book. The sequel's also pretty good.
Let's go. Ooh, what's this say?
Rush of the End Universe is pretty funny.
I do like the flying lore from those books.
The what?
The flying lore.
What's the flying lore in that again?
Anyone can fly, but in order to learn to fly, you have to be falling and then forget to fall, and that's how you fly.
That's awesome.
So
Why didn't the whale or, you know, Pot of Petunias just forget? Why didn't they just forget?
Didn't remember to forget.
Look at this series. By the way,
You know what? To be fair though, the whale never learned what falling is.
Oops.
So he couldn't forget it either.
That's so tragic.
This little suit, it fills me with so much joy.
You missed the topic in Tutanji for me to enjoy. That's fair. I get that way sometime around the what's it called? The people who like built Earth part. It's like, oh.
Ook. Chi-Chi with muscles. I'm putting this in Visa server.
Awesome.
A GLHF? The world is so beautiful. Gilf. So true.
The most true, actually.
Game I'd like to fuck.
Game I like fucking playing.
That's a Gilf.
Do you have a game that you'd want to fuck?
No.
Portal 1.
Okay. Yeah,
The
that's
ambiance of that coochie is incredible.
Can I change my answer?
Yes.
Portal 2.
Oh, you think you're better than me?
Yes.
Fuck you!
Chat room, I'm so tired.
Oh, you should have some coffee or some tea then. That might help out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Yay.
Yay.
We'll drink some more water.
Rock, you're bisexual, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Sure is not.
I don't know why we're talking about my gender right now, but
I'm not talking about your gender.
Oh, that's based, actually. No. In the same way someone's gender can be lesbian, you can have your gender be bisexual, so yes.
That's true. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I was asking, because you chose Portal 2.
yeah, it's not weekly.
Which has...
It's not
okay,
weekly.
good. I was about to fucking, like, send you to hell.
No.
For that one.
Like, saying you're bisexual and liking Portal 2 does not mean you're automatically attracted to Wheatley. That's not where this goes at all.
No, I just want to make sure, because...
I can't believe, honestly, biphobic that you just assumed that, because I didn't even bring it up. You
yeah,
did.
right? The fuck?
I can't believe how prejudiced you are. This is why you're not
No, I'm gonna be... Oh my fucking god! I'm the fucking clown tonight. I'm donning the fucking wig, the nose, the shoes. Fuck, I'll even put it on a fucking Technicolor 3-piece.
Gwen, I'm sorry, but like you sometimes just like put a rake in front of you, you step over it, and then you walk back to step on it.
I'm not sideshow bobbing myself.
That's different than sideshow bobbing yourself. You're walking over it, you're stepping over it, then you're walking back to step on it purposefully.
The whole thing I was bringing up is because I brought up Portal 1 because I had the hots for a specific character from Portal 1. I was thinking like, oh,
Gwen, like everyone else,
Gwen,
like you and everyone else.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You say a specific character.
I was also looking for a gotcha.
That fucking game.
I was fishing for a gotcha.
A gotcha? Why?
No!
Who plays gotcha anymore? It's disgusting.
Yeah,
oh
right.
no, I've been assassinated.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh,
That's what you get for saying that about me.
Yeah, Gwen's still on Dokkan Battle. I'm so sorry for you.
Oh, I should have tightened.
Also, hold on. Walter White's voice. I am the clown who fucks.
Fucks. You are nothing.
Okay, here's the thing, Indrid, most people are going to say GLaDOS. I know I'm wrong, I'm taking my L.
Listen, I'm just doing my thing over here. If you guys want me to have affiliate, you got to get some people in here. I'm apparently offloading this task to you.
19
Not so
away.
blind.
19 away. I've done the best job I can.
You have, and I appreciate you.
Welcome. Yay.
Blow up. Not you, the robot.
Yeah, there are more
More
than just
than
GLaDOS
just
and
GLaDOS
Weebly.
and who the fuck else is there? The turrets?
You best believe I'm
Personality
fucking that
cores?
cube, bitch.
You are not fucking the cube!
Why not?
You don't know that.
I do know that.
The cube and I have a very healthy mutual
Gwen,
relationship.
why are you not
This
fucking?
is
Who are you to deny us?
You're supposed to fuck the cube. Why are you not fucking? The
I
cube?
am not
Because the
fucking
companion
King
cube
Johnson.
cannot speak.
There are other ways.
The companion cube sends me beautiful, beautiful hand signs. All right.
With its
It
hands.
signs me.
Hands!
You don't know that.
You don't know
It
that.
hasn't shown you its hands because it doesn't want to fuck you.
Yeah, all right. But I'm so special, and everyone wants to fuck me. So
And yet you don't have a girlfriend.
I've been
Cheap
trying.
shot. Cheap
all
shot.
right?
Cheap shot. We don't like those.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a cheap shot!
Yes, that one's a
I
cheap
do
shot.
deserve it. I
None-
do deserve it. I
None
do
of this,
deserve
none of
it.
the stuff we did was cheap, but the thing you just did was cheap.
No, it's fine. I'm prepared for the death I've earned.
Okay.
And that's why you're not a vodka.
I get fucking owned.
That's normie thinking.
No.
Yo, this is yeah.
Oh.
Maybe you should
Ninja,
unmonitor
alright, Shell
Shay.
is kind of a baddie with that tank top. Oh,
Swordless.
Yeah,
Can we get?
case of them vapors.
I am the shield of all of this because I'm taking all the fucking hits.
And you are swordless.
I am not fucking swordless.
This is Gwen's fan cast for what the Tarnished from Elden Ring sounds like, which is I was doing White Master.
maidens.
No maidens. Maidenless behavior.
I was killed by
Kill.
Gwens. This is so sad. Everybody gets sad. Yay. Everybody get happy because I'm alive again.
Yay. So happy now.
This is excellent. I like
I'm
this.
feeling glad.
I
I
like
got
this.
sunshine
This is so awesome.
in my ass.
That's awesome. I like this. Goes in the door. Ooh, the special hole door.
Critical damage. Take evasive action.
I know about critical damage. I know so much about evasive action.
If someone of
Go
adult
for-
age tries to cloud on me, I go in for the open mouth kiss. That's fair. I respect that. I respect you.
What do you mean by this?
It's pretty obvious what they mean by this.
I feel like they were really quite clear, honestly.
Friendly Titan attacking.
Yeah, right.
I don't have reading comprehension.
That's embarrassing to admit.
And you know, as a real
What's up? I'm
Tumblr,
Gwen.
now
I'm
I
24 and I
understand.
don't know how to read.
That's yeah.
Yeah, you spent your formative years on Tumblr. That makes sense. Yeah.
So like 1984 is when the government does stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch on the Rye is about how being a guy sucks, right?
No, it's about fucking grains.
It's about fucking brains? Dope.
Yeah.
Flag and protect ours.
Maker of the book is a kid, Viv.
Oh, never mind then.
Indrid normal response in the chat room.
For
Like,
for
you-
Indra's
like,
normal
you-
special,
You get in there.
they kiss with tongue.
Like fully like you're shoving that shit down their throat? That's crazy. How long is the
Yeah,
tongue
it's-
on the
it's-
clown doll? I didn't realize it had a tongue.
It's like Mothman in there.
tongue on the clown doll?
Yo, you up? How long that tongue?
Small, leave me alone. Shout outs
You know
to me, I
what?
can go over my
I've
tongue.
been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it now.
What are you thinking about?
About characters from Portal 2 that are a little nice with it.
Right. Share with us your immense
So
wisdom. Gwen.
now you have to hear me out on this one.
Okay, for sure.
This is some autistic individual to autistic individual relations.
Yeah.
For sure.
Vouching for Space Corps.
No, I know. That's an obvious answer from you.
The fuck does that mean? How is this one obvious?
Gwen, I've known you for a long time. I can see the train of cause and effect.
Frankly, I would like the
anything at this
explanation,
point.
actually. I haven't known Gwen for
Yeah,
as long.
I don't even get this one.
I just haven't known Gwen for as long, so I wanna understand.
I just know your vibes. I know your vibes.
Those vibes being.
I guess you want that space hole. That's full.
I guess so.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't get this one, Viv, like, at all.
That black hole booty.
Yeah.
Is it my love of space?
Gwen,
Sexual?
there are
Is it
some
because
things
me-
you can't fully explain about one of your homies, and this is one of the things I can't explain.
Then why bring it
We
up?
understand the vibes.
I can't!
I've been cut in half by a giant sword. Scary.
You should have been, you shouldn't have had such high cleavage, forehead.
I don't,
Is it...
sadly. Actually, I'm not that sad about this. I think I would feel weird if I had boobs.
Okay, question. Is it like... Is it the info dumping? Is it the... I don't get this. Viv, I don't get it.
Gwen, you are reaching too far in for something I said was based on vibes like 8 times.
I don't know what that means,
everybody
though.
like that car alarm? I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
It's coming from your mic.
But yeah, no, I know. My little
Oh, I
rock
think you're
mouth.
putting on us.
My little rock mouth is sadly not moving when it happens. This is making me really sad.
Sad.
Your Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call.
I can kind of see it flicker sometimes with the car alarm.
I must kill. Fuck.
Is it because I'm waiting around?
Stand by for Titan's call.
Gwen, you are digging for a treasure at an X that like you drew in the ground. I'm not able to.
You
give it to
gave me
you,
the
boss.
map!
I did not give you shit.
No. Our flag.
I'm standing here in front of like 2 jigsaw pieces that will make a full image very clearly. The solution's obvious, so I'm going like, well, yes, Marty, see, fucking show me how well you can do it.
Well, I can't. I hope you're happy.
Why are they stealing our flag? They should stop. I'm gonna take theirs as revenge.
Just also stop stealing whoever's car that is too.
Sorry, I was really.
Oh yeah, they
hungry.
stopped. Yay.
I was really hungry. Oh,
Oh, never mind.
I'm still hungry. I wasn't done.
We are strong.
Thanks, Iron Giant.
Nyang, 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 nyang. 2 jigsaws capture each other. That's a beautiful meet cute.
2 jigsaws chilling in a hot tub.
With reverse bear traps, because this is Saw, the movie.
Get back here.
Yeah, I'm better
I
than
want
that.
to remix this.
I'm better than that. I'm better than that.
That's how we get someone else
No.
to take it. Is that real jigsaw lore that I just don't know about? Is he catches
I'm
someone and makes them the new
definitely
Jigsaw?
better than whatever the fuck I'm thinking
Oh,
about.
yeah, a little bit.
I'm chilling in my lane and I'm drinking my water. Using peace.
Can you come back here? Where did you go?
You're just someone who survives all this shit, though.
Good focus. Great kill.
It's based on vibes, apparently.
It's based on vibes. I don't know what's so difficult to understand.
Yeah, Jigsaw's based on vibes.
Jigsaw's always recruiting people. Wow, there are things I didn't know about Jigsaw. That's so awesome.
I don't get my own vibe.
You should get one. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Viv, what? You have caused me anguish because I don't know anything.
Well, then have peace in not knowing. Don't try to know everything, 'cause you never will.
But this is something I should know because it's about myself.
Viv is fucking with you. It has been this entire time.
Yeah, basically. Not even maliciously, like...
There is nothing
It's
to know.
really as simple. There's not even really anything that deep about what I'm thinking about when I'm saying that. There's literally nothing even remotely close to that deep. I am sitting in this little kiddie pool and you are putting on water wings.
Viv literally just said, "Yeah, that makes sense." Just for a bit. That's it.
Flight call ready.
It was the yes and.
Friendly pilot has the flag.
power of the improvisation and the lie.
Injured is backstage, by the way. Oh, then just left.
Blast!
Oh fuck. Injured, come back! Injured, come back! Injured, come back! Come back!
Rock of Doom, you should make this place bigger.
No.
Make it 4 people.
Well, no. You can go talk to Injured if you want to see what's up with them, but I will not make it bigger because I know my limits.
Oh, that's fair.
If you don't blow up your Titan right now, you're gay. Fuck yes!
Are you always so homophobic?
No, someone in chat said that.
My bad, you saying shit like...
A friendly pilot has flagged.
What if they say blow up your Titan or you're straight?
Then I would blow up my Titan.
Fair enough.
Okay, yay.
Where's our damn flag? Oh, it's in the place where it's supposed to be.
Oh, she says, dude, the car.
I know about the car.
You know? Are you sure?
I can't do anything about the car. Oh, we won. Oh, they all died.
Right.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that was what the rules.
Oh, it's done. No.
Peace.
No, it's not.
Fuck.
It's like taking breaks. It's like gasping for breath.
So I feel like
Tazon day ass fucking car alarm, dude.
moves away from the alarm to breathe.
Some stay dry and others feel the pain.
Beat, beat, beat.
Still going. You know, this is a perfect end to this stream, I think.
Yeah.
Is anyone else online, or should I just kill the universe? Matchmaking.
Probably should just kill the universe.
I love doing this.
I see that Trey is on, Show is on.
Sock Pens is on.
Anyway, thank you.
And I'm going to be hopping into another voice call for like another 3 hours to be in duck chat.
Lol. Have fun.
Lol.
Thank you everyone for coming. The tabletop stuff, you guys said you were interested. It sounds like it's cooking because it sounds like Microscope is probably up first because we literally just talked about world building for this essentially entire broadcast, and that's what that game
More or
is.
less.
So, you know, there's interest among my co-hosts. So
We will figure shit out. We'll figure shit out.
We will. Keep an eye on the Stranding channel if you want to participate, because that's where that will be. Other than that, I hope you have a good night. Don't forget to eat. And can we get a round of applause for this beautiful car alarm?
Thank you, car alarm.
I refuse to acknowledge Car Alarm's achievements.
What's wrong with you? I kid. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye!